supposed to just be running away? What's your opinion on his behavior so far? There are two types of people like this that can exist. On the one hand, ooh, that's real bad. I thought that was just like a one-on-one Discord call. I thought that like Yamato would like Discord call them to argue about it. I didn't know this was in front of... Oh, that's so much worse. Never in the history of all of people. This is like a Game of Thrones tier Fallout. Also, I feel fully vindicated, okay? I knew there was something up with this. I could feel it. I could feel that there was something up with this guy. And you know what? Fuck you guys. And then we'll watch Soto's recap.
Spring comes by, they're not consuming a whole bunch of resources. It's a normal thing.
Last live 18. Oh, wait. Okay, this is 3 days ago. So, well, wait. Is Soda going to go over this whole thing? No, we don't need to watch this. We'll watch Soda go over it. Okay.
So let's break it down. And it's really, and I would know this, it's easy to go back to things with hindsight glasses. It is. A lot of people don't account for human error. But I'm going to watch this and I'm going to break it down with that in mind.
Have you seen the guy that's trying to actively reduce his age?
I know. That's crazy. I've seen this dude.
We got 2, so just focus this.
Yeah. Okay.
Boss is coming too. Watch out.
Yeah. I got shield wall. God damn it.
Run.
Just run. Keep target dummy.
Okay, run. Sure. Target dummies are down. That's fine.
I can target.
I mean, from right here, I would just start rank 1 blizzarding immediately. Even, this is a sticky situation. Does he have rank 1 blizzard on his bar?
Dummy, yeah. Should I do it?
I assume that's his rank 1 blizzard and that's his max rank. Does he click it? Bosses can't be slowed. Doesn't matter. Boss gets tanked. No problem. And the other mobs just get CC'd in the backline. Pretty simple. I don't know. Does he click that? I don't know.
Just kill the massive. Yeah, target dummy. Kill the massives.
No.
Also, are you fine?
There's a blizzard.
Can you explain this for those who don't play WoW? So something bad is going to happen in this raid that this guy down here, PirateSoftware's, catching a lot of flack for. This is the original raid VOD, and Soda Poppin is a good WoW player. Now, there's a lot of streamers that play WoW, but that doesn't mean that they're good WoW players. And there's a lot of streamers that have played a lot of WoW, and that doesn't mean they're good WoW players. There's also like different things in World of Warcraft that you can play and be good at, and like doing big raids with big groups of people is like one of those things. So a raid is typically you're going to have lots of different people, and all of them will have like very important jobs that are necessary to make it so that you are successful in your whole raid, right? So maybe in World of Warcraft, I've never played WoW, so this isn't going to be exact, but like maybe in World of Warcraft, maybe you have like guys back here that heal you, okay? They give you life. Maybe you have guys back here that are spellcasters and they slow people down. And then maybe you have guys up here who are tanks and they're big tanks, and that means that they take a lot of damage. And maybe you have guys back here with guns that shoot people and they do a lot of damage, DPS, right? This could be a raid. Oh, sorry, maybe this might be a dungeon or whatever. But basically, the issue is that when you're doing huge things like this, if somebody fucks up, it can basically like destroy everything in your group, right? So it might be that the tank runs too far ahead and he aggroes, meaning he pulls a lot of aggression from enemies that causes them to get overwhelmed. And then if the tanks die, everybody dies. Maybe the healer people, maybe they don't heal the tanks and then the tanks die, or DPS could say I don't know if they would ever get hit. Maybe the slow people slow the wrong people. Maybe the DPS isn't doing enough damage and then the tanks get overwhelmed, right? all of this is hold on. All of this is like all of this is like a team effort, and all of this is like done together, and everybody basically has to be doing their job. And if somebody fucks up, it can cause everybody to fuck up. And in one mode of World of Warcraft, this is hardcore. If you die, your character is basically I think it either goes to soft core or it's like graveyard and it can't do anything. So dying is really, really, really bad. Okay. All right.
Is that a max rank?
I can
Alright.
target them, yeah. Should I do it?
Just kill the massive. Yeah,
Hey,
target them.
Blink.
Kill the massives.
No.
Also, are you fine?
Oh, that's a max rank. Okay. Yeah, that's a max rank Blizzard. And I think there's a lot of fear. Pirate is scared as fuck right now. I think he has no idea what's like able to happen. He doesn't know what any of these mobs do, so he is terrified for his own life. He is. And I can excuse that. That's fine. Like, can't black on someone for sucking. Or not sucking, just not knowing. However, the max rank Blizzard here was a part of just sucking. I don't know why you would max rank.
So one of the difficulties in analyzing for a raid or a dungeon is probably going to be like every single team game, where if something goes wrong, it could be one person that majorly fucked up. It could have been several people that minorly fucked up. It could have been one guy who minorly fucked up and then another guy who responded poorly in a major fuck up that caused everybody to die. But basically trying to retroactively analyze like who was at fault can be a really difficult thing. And when you start introducing like egos and stuff, it might be that you made a mistake and that other people could have like rectified it. They could have saved you and they didn't, and now you're blaming all of them, or you're saying you didn't make a mistake, or maybe there's a world where you make a mistake and it snowballs out of control and you don't want to take responsibility or what. So all of this, basically any like team environment, you've ever played League of Legends, if you've ever worked in a team environment or played any team game, right? It's very easy to blame everything on other people, which is a big problem with team environments. Okay. So this is unfolding before us. So like I said, this is going to be a raid or a dungeon, I guess. Sodapoppin is analyzing this to see, okay, well, what did Pirate Software do wrong? Because things are going to go very bad here.
I don't know the plan. And then cancel it immediately, only hitting one hyena. But again, panic, sure. It's a lot of Mooncloth.
Any grenades,
got last
anything?
scan. You can just
Heal him,
kill
heal him, heal him, heal him.
Yeah, you just heal me. Just come back a little bit.
What's on me? Sitting bear form?
It's not beach.
Okay, I don't play WoW, but is he supposed to just be running away? This might be the I don't know the specifics about this game. I've never played WoW in my life. Or no, I played one character to level 7. So I've never played WoW ever. Okay, so I don't know what the specifics are. I can tell you the general for like team play and team games or whatever is like this, but maybe this might be what mages or rangers or whatever the fuck does. they're trying to salvage. They're like,
I don't know the plan. And then cancel it immediately, only hitting one hyena. But again, panic, sure. It's a lot of Mooncloth.
Any grenades,
got last
anything?
scan. You can just
Heal him,
kill me.
heal him, heal him, heal him.
another issue might be that just because somebody makes a mistake or just because something is fucked up doesn't mean the situation is totally fucked. It might still be salvageable. It's going to depend probably on the difficulty of whatever dungeon or raid or group event you're doing. It's going to depend on how calm and effective your leader, whoever the raid or group leader is, and it's probably going to depend a little bit on the individual skill of your people. But it's really, really important when things start to fall apart that people don't panic. It is incredibly, incredibly important, because if people start to panic, everything will, a situation that was like somebody fucked up and now it's minorly bad might become majorly bad. Remember this was happening when the Americans were losing to the British. He realized, see, they were all running away. But see, he's trying to be an effective raid leader. So he grabs the flag and he tells everybody, oh no, we got to keep fighting. And now everybody wants to do their job and DPS and support and tank because they have an effective leader who's calling out what to do. And then everybody's on the same page, right? So to reiterate again, I don't play World of Warcraft at all, so I don't know the specifics. But it kind of looks like he's thinking. It looks to me as an uneducated person, he's like, "Oh, this shit might be fucked." So rather than, I'm guessing he's a back range character that provides like support spells, rather than maybe being able to cast slows or to cast spells that might help the rest of his teammates withdraw from a bad situation. He doesn't want to risk his character at all, and he's like, "Ooh, this is going to leave." Now, while his character might get out, my guess is that it probably ensures that these people are 100% dead, and it's not going to be good. But it's a guess.
Any grenades,
got less
anything.
again. You can
Heal
just
him, heal him, heal him, heal him.
Yeah, you just heal me. Just come back a little bit.
Plus it's on me, sitting bear form.
Snuppy, just run.
I see he also has mana gem, and I'm assuming that's the mage weave, or the, what do they call it? The robes of the archmage.
So like, do they lose valuable shit, or are they just mad they lost to the boss? Ordinarily, I think your equipment gets damaged or something stupid. I don't know. It's not a big deal. But this is hardcore. Now, if their characters are max level, which I don't know if it's 60 or 80 or 100 or whatever, if the characters are max level and it's hardcore, then that means they have to train a whole new character, which I don't know how long does it take? Oh, people are saying 100 plus hours. So the character dies, so they're gonna have to spend, what is 100 hours in gamer time? Like a full week max leveling a new character. So at least, yeah. Maybe more, maybe 2 weeks.
And their on use gives mana. Okay, so he has a lot of mana. I don't.
And then keep in mind, that's just to get back to where they are now. So that means that the gear that they have is going to be shitty. They could have been further ahead. They might not be able to raid. It's also like a social thing too. Like if a couple people die, you're not gonna be able to raid with your friends. You're not like, you're just gonna be kind of like cut out. Like you're basically like, you're like fucked. Like imagine you and a bunch of friends are getting ready for some big snowboarder event and somebody like breaks their legs. And you're like, oh fuck, he's not coming to competition with us, you know?
That's either holy water. Well, it's not a mana potion. I don't see any mana potions in his bag, actually. Unless this is actually a mana pot. But I assume that it's next to Scourge Stones, it's holy water. Okay, so he doesn't have a mana pot unless it's behind his Gandalf hat. But he does have mana gem, and he does have the robes, and that's enough.
I can help a lot. Yeah.
And honestly, even if he didn't have that, rank 1 Blizzard. That's your job here. That is, he's...
Pirate, why are you walking, bro?
They should all be walking out together.
Oh no.
And they should all be fine.
Walking,
This
look
is
at my mana.
savageable. Come
Innervate
on,
you?
man.
Just kill the mastiffs.
Innovate.
Use
Innervate
Nova, bro.
kill the
Come on.
mastiffs. We got this. In a sense of
War something.
Do you see my mana?
Murking.
What am I supposed to do for you?
Merc's
just kill the
time at
mastiffs.
the
One
end.
shot. Okay, we
More
pulled
than
them.
more on the way.
The mastiffs can be ice novas.
Now we're gonna.
Was it? Oh no. Did he just regen his mana? Is that what that was? Because if he's regenning it back here, now he's got it. Now it's going to take him this long to... Wait, ice armor? Shield? He spent mana on a shield. Oh, well, why is he going back now?
Wait.
Nasara?
No.
Okay.
Oh, maybe they're
Okay, get
safer.
out.
I don't know.
Run.
He has mana, so I don't know.
Evocation's on cooldown, man.
You have okay. Evocation is on cooldown, sure.
I can.
But you
tell
have
that
mana
one
gem
that
and you have
is
robes.
It's ice nova. There's no miss that much mana.
You have a boss in you. You called run.
Getting slowed.
This is not the time to be argumentative. It's just not.
Wait,
Anything for me?
Snuppy. Oh,
I
no.
don't.
If that's in Discord, I'm.
Oh. I'm just going to say some things. This is true in every team environment I've ever been in. I'm going to assume it's true in World of Warcraft. If you have a shot caller, he is the only one that says anything ever. It is never, first of all, you don't ever contradict the shot caller. In that case, you might as well literally just kill everybody, because don't ever do that, number one. And number two, people make mistakes. It happens. And people are going to be mad that you make mistakes. It happens. That's fine. Do not ever second guess a call or argue in the middle of a coordinated event ever. It's not done. There's other shit going on. It is not the time ever to do that. Now, I don't know, maybe maybe this isn't like as serious of a thing, or maybe what I'm saying is anal and this doesn't matter what, but I'm just saying, like, in general, when you're doing like any kind of like team thing and you've got a shot call, you have people who are like trying to coordinate, it's never, ever, ever the time to be like arguing over the decision or whatever. But somebody in chat said they're out of the dungeon at this point. Okay, somebody else said that they were still fighting and dying, so I don't know. But and then Soda just said that this isn't the time to argue, so I don't know.
Nah.
Wait,
Anything for me?
Snuppy. Oh,
I
no.
don't
If that's in Discord, I'm annoyed.
think
But
I cannot stun him. Also,
No,
are you
just
good?
run out, run out.
Are you good? Also,
The mods were fed $1.76.
They called
Boss
run.
came up after,
I
like, the
ran,
massive
and I was
scoop
out of mana.
after we,
I don't know what the hell they were expecting, dude. That does not make any sense. No.
I don't know. Again, I don't know the structure of this group. When he said they called run, I don't know if he means like a random person said run or if the raid leader said run, because if a random person says run, who the f cares? I don't know why that would matter, but
They overpulled 2 polls and the boss. Like,
so I assume he's muted and he's talking to his chat right now
yeah, probably.
with his hand being there. I'm assuming it's a mute.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, the regular ogres can still be polyed. We just had the boss and like 5 mastiffs and 2 ogres. We could have polyed.
They didn't even need to run. I think they probably could have done that. Sure, they made the call to run. That's fine. Like, I could totally see why they made the call. They could have fought and killed it. But whatever. But wow, that was a horrible.
Pirate, king of roaches.
Oh, that might be it too. When you say run, you don't mean like everybody literally. Like, it sounds like when they said run, he's interpreting this as like, every man for yourself. Whereas in these types of situations, run might mean more like a coordinated retreat where you are CCing mobs, you're still healing your tank, you're still managing your aggro, like you're slowly withdrawing from the dungeon so that everybody isn't getting completely fucked, as opposed to everybody just dropping everything and just piecing the fuck out.
Smirks at death. Out of mana.
I don't think he got them killed on purpose. I think he just sucked ass and panicked.
Yeah, and just pieced because he didn't want to lose his character.
Walked it out.
And from what I gather, again, I haven't deep dived this stuff, but from what I've gathered, he never said he did anything wrong. I mean, like, again, like, I'm not going to fault the guy for sucking. Like, did not use his toolkit, did not use his mage properly whatsoever. I think if you I could name 5 mages, 6.
Asmund has a video on this as well, where he is on the side of Pirate. I think that Asmongold's knowledge for World of Warcraft, I would probably side with him. If he's defending Pirate here, I think I would over Soda. I think Asmund actually has more experience. But the only issue is I don't think they're farming mounts here while just reading chat. So because they're actually playing the game on this, I think I'd probably go with Soda Poppet's commentary, I think, over Asmongold's, but that's just me.
60 right now. Lakari, no one dies there, believe it or not. Cobalt Streak, no one dies there. Ampi, no one dies there. Nathan, no one dies there. Zico's dead, but Zico on his 40 mage, I don't think anyone dies there.
One of the huge issues with World of Warcraft is that you can have a lot of hours in the game and you can have a lot of people that like play the game quite a bit, but because it's a group game, because there's a lot of different ways to play it, like that doesn't necessarily mean anybody is good or not. I want to be very, very careful saying this because I don't know fuck all really about WoW, but of all like the big WoW streamers, and I'm not even like throwing anybody under the bus. I'm not saying they're like bad people or anything. I think Soda is the only one I think who would be considered like a good player, like a good player who can do these types of raids and everything else. Like I think even like S-Fan and everybody else like could maybe be in like a raid or a dungeon, but I think Soda is the only one who's like, this guy's actually good. Like he really does know what he's talking about. Like he's an entertaining streamer, funny, but he was like good at WoW. That's my understanding of it. Wreckful, I don't know if you were an arena player, I don't know if that necessarily means that you could do like raids or dungeons, or if raiding or doing dungeons was necessary to farm gear for arena characters. I don't know how that works. I'm not sure or not, but my guess is going to be that they're different skill sets, but I could be wrong.
Moon waddled so Pirate could run.
No one dies there. No one. Not a
He
single
says
person.
him out of mana goes to click the mana crystal, then ice barriers instead.
Yeah, did he hover over? Oh, so he knew he had mana gem. It's a misplay.
Even an ice though would have been enough.
You guys pulled that when
I think he didn't realize he had it, and then he realized he had it after he already left and kind of just doubled down based on ego.
You
I
instantly
had
ran out, bro. You instantly ran. You didn't even look
as
back.
much as you're angry right now. Of course I ran.
I'm not angry at all. I'm
You
not angry at all.
overpulled 2 packs. You overpulled 2 packs and a boss. I had 1,400 mana left. I had to spend all of that mana to try and put it on Blizzard to save you guys in the first place, and nothing left.
Not
you
really.
weren't paying attention to party resources. You overpulled, and you weren't paying attention to where the boss was.
Ooh.
I saw that.
Just take some blame, God damn it.
The boss coming. I don't know if we could like.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if this applies to World of Warcraft. I don't know. I just don't know. But I know that in poker, let's say we're playing some poker, okay? Let's say we're playing some poker, all right? And let's say that we got let's say that the board is oh god, what's like a real fucking fuck it. Let's say we have yeah, fuck it. Let's say we have this board. Let's say that, you know, everybody goes all in, or two people go all in against each other, right? Let's say this guy has aces and this guy has like pocket twos or whatever. Okay. When you go all in here and there's one card left, okay, on the river, this guy's got aces, this guy's got twos, you're fucked, okay? If you have pocket twos, I think your chances of rivering the last card and winning the hand, I think is like 3%. I think it's very, very low. It's like 2 or 3%. You're basically I think you're fucked. If the last card comes down and it is the 2, okay? This guy here with the aces is going to be hella mad, okay? Because he kind of got sucked out on. Maybe, I don't know if you would say it, but he kind of did, right? You got really lucky on this last card. Maybe he technically played the hand better than you or whatever, but you got really, really, really lucky. So what you do in this situation, if you're a manner poker player, okay, is you bow your head, you say a quiet prayer to the poker gods, and you shut the fuck up and you understand that your ass just got completely bailed out by hitting like a 1-outer or a 2-outer. You're like, oh my God. You let the other guy be mad, you let him have his moment, and you just shut the fuck up. And you know what? You got lucky. That's fine. Once he rages away from the table, maybe you can laugh about it and talk, but shut the fuck up, okay? Now, I don't know if it's the same in World of Warcraft, but if you escaped the dungeon and other people died, I would say you probably just shut the fuck up for a little bit and just chill and let people, even if they're wrong. Now, if you're wrong, it's even more incorrect. But like, just be quiet, let the people be mad for a bit, and then maybe come back later and revisit. But holy fuck, if you didn't lose a character, bro, just shut the fuck up. Even if they're wrong, just shut the fuck up and let them rage and let them blame you, whatever the fuck, because you're not about to sing for 2 weeks. Okay? But anyway, and that's assuming that they're right, or that's assuming they're wrong. Now, if they're right, ooh, now you're making big mistakes. Anyway.
Hey,
Move back.
not a big
faster,
deal.
Yeah.
But there wasn't even
Yeah.
like any like information. We are just yapping about useless stuff. Do you see my point?
I mean, yeah.
I
I
mean-
mean, I called it the boss coming though, but at that point, maybe it was too late to move back.
Like you're telling me like a rank 1 mage would not like at least to try Frozen over there. Like you're not even like in danger.
Oh, I'm
You can at least
100% in
try a
danger.
Frozen over. Like,
100%.
no, you're not.
No, 100% in danger.
No, he's
Your
not.
shot color says run. It's time to run. You run.
So based on the very little that I've heard so far, that's probably not true based on any other type of team game I've played ever. Yeah, running doesn't literally mean like, unless somebody is literally screaming every man for himself. Usually in games, unless you're like in some kind of dungeon or raid where there's like supposed to be mobs that attack like support characters, your support characters are generally safe and they should be supporting like your tanks and whatever as you're moving out. Like your support characters are usually not, if your support characters are getting killed, either somebody fucked up really bad or it's something designed to kill like support characters. So the fact that he hightailed it out of there is kind of like, yeah, it's probably not good. I would guess. It's like in boxing, if you're like I say amateur, but not even amateur. If you're like totally untrained and somebody goes to like hit you and you're like, you turn your back to them to like cover your face, like you're like instantly dead. Like you can never do that. That's like a totally like, what are you doing? It feels like that's kind of what happened here, but who knows?
That is how that works.
No, it's not.
You were the shot caller. You called for run. I ran.
I'm not a shot
And
caller.
I was out of mana.
It is.
You called the shot.
I'm locked in.
Oh dear God.
And I can still see
I'm
that
gonna play shot caller today.
Frost over there.
Okay, then go roll a mage and do
First
it.
person that ran away and didn't even look back. Literally.
This is the
You didn't
second
say
time.
anything.
This
You
is
could
the
have at
second.
least said like the boss.
You're just going to talk over me? Is that what we're doing now?
Well,
We just going to talk over me? Is that all? Is that all we're doing?
Giving you my points.
Okay. You done giving your point? You good?
Yes. I'm
Okay. Cool. You go roll a mage then. See you around. Chief.
Did he leave the call?
I don't think that's.
Oh no, he's still on.
Insane. No.
I don't. What?
Listen
What?
to Ampian's
That is
info about the
outrageous, dude.
situation.
You can't blame me for that. You make a bad poll. You make a bad.
I'll keep listening.
call. That's on you. They pull that with the mage at no mana left. They pull 2 packs and a boss. What the hell am I supposed to do for that?
Isn't there a
I
clip
could've-
of like Ampi with 0 mana? And like again, it's like you're not expected to play an Ampi saves. I think it's Tyler's group in Skolo.
I don't know
Like
what
you're
any of
not
that means.
expected to play like Ampi. But whenever someone dies, like what you do is you put on your own hindsight glasses and you you take a step back and you say, if I was a robot and I played perfectly, what could I have done? And it's okay if you don't play that well. But when another mage literally does that, and then you say
It's
it's
another
not
challenge.
possible, like that's weird.
Yeah, like again, other people can make mistakes, but part of being any good person on a raid team or a dungeon team or a group, whatever the fuck they call them in World of Warcraft, is you also have to be able to like adapt and roll with mistakes. It can't be that if one person messes up or one thing goes wrong, that, oh, well, that's our point of failure, like a weak link in a chain, and now everything's, you're just going to hightail it out and run. That can't be the case. You have to be, because also, why the fuck do you ever want this guy on your team? Because if any role did that, you would probably be fucked. If the healers, I don't know if they're healers in a while, but if they run and your tanks die, then everybody dies. If the tank just turns back and dies, then you're fucked. If DPS leaves, then you can't kill anything, you're stuck and you're dead. Like if your CCers leave, then you get overwhelmed and you're dead. Like it can't just be, you have to be like able to kind of adapt to the situation as it evolves. That's, yeah, even if somebody else makes mistakes, right? Even if somebody else makes mistakes.
It is weird. And I don't know what kind of like I don't know.
Is it reasonable to expect him to admit it in the heat of the moment, though? Maybe not in the heat of the moment, but again, he didn't lose a character and other people did. So at that point, I think your empathy meter needs to be pretty high because a couple people just got super ultra fucked and you got out and you're fine. Your character's fine. The worst that's going to happen is a bruised ego, and other people just lost like hundreds of hours potentially of work.
It's one of two things. I don't know if it's just like he put all of his defensives up, like he fucked up and got insecure and was panicking, and then he immediately put all of his defensives up and was like he just felt bad. That is an ego thing, and that's a problem. That sucks. But I understand where it's coming from. I just don't agree with it. And then you get to this point, you start gaslighting. Not even gaslight, just refusing to take blame. Again, I don't agree with it, but I understand it.
Destiny, I don't think that's right. If one person dies, it normally caps the whole group. So if the healer runs away, the whole team is insta-killed in a high enough raid. I can't tell if you're agreeing with me or disagreeing with me. I don't think anybody had died yet. And I don't know if they're doing like these crazy difficult dungeons or raids where a single mistake is going to cost the entire group. I don't think they were at that situation. And Soda doesn't think that either. So I'm going to agree with him in his view.
But then you go on farther and farther and farther. I guess maybe now he's like being attacked from what I've read, like every
Destiny, a 1 to 60 takes a speedrunner about 155 hours of gameplay. Okay.
Goal of the internet. I understand you want to triple down now because you don't want those people to feel like they're right. I don't know. I don't give a shit about all of the over the top. Like I don't know where all this is coming from. This clip is getting blown out of proportion. I don't care about anything outside of the ratting bull. The ratting bullshit, though, on just that topic, yeah, this is kind of roachy. It is actually, it's probably the most roachy thing I've ever seen. Well, what is this?
Nice.
And just instantly go up the ramp and just pull him on the ramp.
I just kill him.
Yeah.
Kill him quickly.
Wait, so what is this? Is this a different raid or something? Or this one is the run before. Earlier today, same group.
Yep.
Kill the ads. Ads die first. He's on his way.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Oh, is this the same group? Oh, it is.
Up, 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 up.
Okay.
I'm banished. Bad
I
timing.
just well.
Everything is
bye. Bye.
He's coming. Just.
Oh, we got another one. Yeah, just run out. Everyone, run now. Jump down. I'm putting down target dummy. Let's just run out of here.
Oh my god.
Everybody, run. Yamato, are you safe?
No, I don't think so. I'm kind of slow and I have nothing.
Do you have vanish target
Where
dummy?
are you guys running?
I mean, hey, he's consistent on his mindset of run equals every man for himself.
Oh shit! There it is.
Side to the entrance.
He
Vanish and
he
north. Just
truly
vanish.
believes that,
Okay, I'll vanish.
but that's not right.
Do you have a swift spot?
No, I don't. Trade me.
Like, you don't have an
that's
obligation
fine,
either
that's
to
fine.
stay back and do it, but you're gonna get.
Well, you don't have an obligation to stay back and do it. Again, I would immediately assume Soda knows way more than me, but I would argue that if you have a guy whose job is to CC, if the situation is salvageable, unless, like, there might be a situation that's like really tough and really close to go, where it's like, maybe we could, but if it's like obvious that like, okay, this is going bad, but like we can get out and survive and your fucking CC'er runs, I would never, ever, ever raid with that guy ever in my entire life, especially if I was like some frontline who was going to die. I would just say, no. Who's our CC for this run? Oh, it's this dude? Oh, yeah, no, I'm out. Good luck. Find somebody else. I'm not going to be here because I know that if one thing goes wrong, I'm dead because this piece of shit is going to leave. Why the fuck would I ever do any group, whatever, raids, dungeons, I don't know what they're called. Why would I ever do anything with this guy on my team? No, that. You can say that you don't have an obligation to do it, but that's literally your fucking role. Like, what the fuck? No, that. But maybe there might be some WoW, like code of, not like a general norms that I'm just not aware of or something. I don't know.
Trade me.
Like, you don't have an
that's
obligation
fine,
either
that's
to
fine.
stay back and do it, but you're gonna get labeled as kind of a rat.
Again?
Oh God!
I have, a dummy.
Holy!
I have no more dummies.
I have one.
Is he fucking fake cast his teammates
Let me know.
with a
Next
Hearthstone?
dummy. We're coming to you.
I don't know what that means.
Sprint if you got it. I got intercept.
Okay.
I don't have sprint.
Bro, he's out of there.
There's only
He tried to teleport home. He tried to. Oh, okay.
Can't move it.
Charge.
I
Did
gotta
you
have to go
blizzard these
back.
guys?
I mean, like, hey,
He leaves the group, drops guild, migrates his account to another server. Guys, where you at? I'm in Frosthorn on Almira, sir. I don't know what any of this shit is called, but
got a blizzard here.
No, they're not.
Well, it's on the boss.
Safe
They're
spot.
not.
moves his house, goes to another country, applies for visa.
They're-
But again, this is kind of how
People
the
are saying he aggroed the mobs originally here too. I don't even know if I could tell who aggroed. I saw one. Yeah.
first pull should have went. All of the other mobs are gone. You could easily Nova them, and yes, there is a boss, but that can be tanked as they move out.
not CCable.
Safe spot,
The
right?
boss is not CCable.
That's
I
fine.
know where you are.
You
Yeah.
can't save spot against the boss. You can't save
No,
spot
you
against the
cannot.
boss. He will.
Yeah,
You have to run out.
I'm stunned. Where are you? Are you good, Pocket?
I'm really far.
He's right next to the exit. Why'd he leave the group? It's okay.
I've no hearth for 2 minutes.
I mean, I get
Right,
again in the panic, leave the group, but
Can't
still.
just call-
Nothing I could do there. That boss is not slowable, and he has a charge.
So he's saying the boss is not slowable. I don't know what else the mage can do, but were there mobs that he could slow, or was it literally just the one boss that was fucking them? Was there nothing else that he could CC or do anything to, or? Yes. Okay. Yeah. So he's like trying to pick out like the one thing where they wouldn't do anything here. And it's like, that's cool, but there's other things you could do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
I think should I go back to where I came from?
Okay.
Yeah. Just you need to stall as long as possible.
Maybe you can go up.
Different.
Everyone,
I mean, I don't know. This is really comes down to one of those things where it's like, I get that you made terrible plays, or you didn't know what to do, or you panicked. I get that. But when you got a lot of people telling you, hey, there's things you could have done, and then you don't budge, people who are better than you at the game.
What's
Sorry.
their POV?
A lot of people that are better than you at the game.
What's your opinion on his behavior so far? There are two types of people like this that can exist. And I don't know which one he is because I just don't know the game and I don't know. On the one hand, you have selfish pieces of shit who are incredibly egotistical, but who are so good mechanically that you got to have them. And like, you know that you're going to fight with them and you know they're going to cause problems with your team. It's like, fuck. But they're so good. You got to have them on your team. And then there are just people that just are not that good, but they have the ego of the really good guy and they don't deserve that ego at all. And they need to be a little bit more reflective in terms of what they could have done differently to be a better team player or player, period. But
like if Ampi has the most credentials to be talking on anything hardcore WoW PvE related. No one's going to surpass Ampi's credentials. They're just not.
Is that the other mage in this group? Apparently, hold on. Pirate Software explains how to save groups.
Can you see my talents? Sure, man. So I've got 35 points in Frost. This is going to give me elemental precision and improved Frostbolt, so faster Frostbolts that hit better. All of this is just damage related except for improved Blizzard. This is going to allow me to basically save parties in dungeons. That's the real big deal for that. Improved Blizzard is just very powerful because you can cast a rank 1 Blizzard, costs only 272 mana. To do that,
The mods were fed
pay.
$20.
That's very helpful. Thank you for the $20 to the mods, you rock.
The problem is in World of Warcraft, I think all of your spells are limited by range, so you can't actually cast these from the dungeon entrance, which means that if you run the fuck away as soon as something goes wrong, it doesn't actually matter what spells you have.
Not. Sorry. So if Ampi disagrees with you, you're wrong. It's that simple.
Save, just
Yeah.
stay in
He's
bear
just got to
form.
run.
As well.
Usually.
Stay in bear form.
Yeah.
Or use cat form
20
and move as
seconds.
fast as you can.
Yeah, I don't know. This one's good too. Oh, God. How deep does this go?
We got a spellbinder back here?
What is this?
No, we got 3. He pulled 3 things
Is Asmongold being a contrarian? I don't know, you can like me Asmongold's analysis, but
back here.
Yeah, I got the mic on the ball.
Oh, cool.
here's another one.
I watched it like JBZ died the other day. That was rough.
That was sad. As a mage player, that was sad to watch from a few mages in a group. I'll be honest.
It made me physically unwell. Yeah.
It made me feel like I was a decent mage player, knowing that I probably would have done a lot more.
Like there were no sheeps going out. There were no blizzards going out. Apparently he didn't have the spec for blizzard for slows, but like that's exactly why I run that spec. Because like when shit goes sideways, you save lives, man.
Oh, 100%.
No. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
And Blizzard is like,
Yeah.
absolutely goated. It's so good.
The he pulled? I don't know if he was talking about the spellbinder, like a chain reaction, but maybe it's like his subconscious of like, I don't want to say I did anything wrong. I don't know. This is weird. It's like, is he doing like some type of challenge?
If you leave the group mid-run, you get teleported out. Yeah, but did he need to do that? Because it looked like he was pretty safe. I might be retarded. People are saying like if you leave the group mid-run, you get teleported out. I haven't played WoW, but it sounds like that might be some shit you do if you're like really deep in a dungeon or if you're like in danger of dying if you try to run it out like normally. But it seemed like he was literally like he could just walk out of the fucking dungeon. So I don't know why everybody's typing that unless there's something I don't understand about World of Warcraft.
Where he sees how long you can go without ever saying like what's the big deal? Guys, I accidentally pulled. What is this? What's wrong with saying that? My bad.
Oh, you also run into this issue. Now, I don't know how good these players are at the game, but you also run into the issue of, I'll use another poker analogy. This is so mean. I don't know the Pirate Software guy well enough, other than I have bad vibes about him, okay? You ever go to a casino and all they have is like a 1-3 open? They don't have like any like higher stakes. You sit down at the 1-3 table. So 1-3 means $1 small blind, $3 big blinds. Generally, this is going to be your most accessible game in a poker room. Like everybody will sit and play, casuals to whatever, like it's very easy. But there's like that one guy who's sitting there with his hoodie all scrunched up and he's got like his sunglasses on and he's like flipping chips. Like the most dramatic player in the world. He's got like $185 in front of him. It's like, bro, chill. Sometimes in like, I'm not going to say they're bad player groups, but like in like people who play a decent amount, but they're not like ladder heroes. They're not like good at ladder. They're not like pro raiders, whatever. You'll get a guy in that group who thinks he's way better than and way above that group. And he's just so much, I get a little bit of that vibe here that he's like, he thinks he's so much better than these people and he can just drop. So he would never, ever, 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 he would never admit a mistake in this setting because he's like so above all these people. Why would he ever, he didn't fuck up. It's you and you and you and you and you, right? But I don't know, maybe, again, I'm extrapolating a bit because I don't know.
Whatever. Not a big deal.
The craziest thing is that Pirate
I haven't heard
is
this.
supposed to be this voice of a person who's played WoW a really long time, who knows everything. And when it comes down to it, he panicked like a roach and did nothing for his group. Disgusting. And then he doesn't go back on it. He acts like it's the right decision. That dude.
This is apparently a really good mage, Ampy speaking.
Holy ego. At least accept that you did the wrong thing and you killed your friends.
It's just a little kind of rough around the edges the way he worded that, but yeah. Yeah, he fucked up. It's really, it's so, I don't know, he just didn't, I feel like this has gotten blown out of proportion. And don't be wrong, like this whole thing is like, really? It is kind of fucked up, but God, it has gone to crazy levels of just, this is a WoW guild. I don't know. It's definitely gotten kind of crazy, but no, Ampy's right here. Like, those two people did not need to die. Pirate absolutely could have saved them if he played his class to a basic level.
Destiny. As a Destiny 2 vet with 10k hours in, where stakes for raid failures are way lower, you have to be willing to own up where you fucked up to keep the team moving forward. Nothing kills a team/attempt faster than someone being unwilling to admit to where their player was loose. Yeah, something I've actually learned from, this actually I think goes through all facets of humanity, from running a country to running a business to being a manager to being a streamer to literally everything. Humans are not robots, and human morale is so unbelievably important. The most important thing that you had in Eve when you had like fleet commanders were people that had like good jokes, good personalities, and good games to play while you were camping a fucking gate for 4 hours, okay, waiting for like a good Sino to go up or waiting for a good Dictor bubble or whatever. Like it's so much time is spent doing nothing. And at the end of the day, nobody has to play the game with you. They can go do some other shit. So it's up to you to keep them motivated, happy, like psychologically healthy, like having fun. Because these are video games, right? This is what you have to do. This is what you have to do in video games to keep your people happy. And if nobody's happy, it's like, oh my God, it's so miserable. But like, you got to understand, like, a good leader and good employees or cooperators or like friends or whatever, like in a thing, like people that are with you can change. Even bad situations can become palatable or even enjoyable, right? Like you can have the worst customers ever, but having good employees there to kind of like laugh about it and to just, Jesus, like I hate this fucking guy or whatever, like it's just, it makes everything so much better. And having bad employees or bad coworkers or bad companions on things like this, it amplifies it so much. It can either make it so much like more tolerable, it can make so much worse. Holy fuck.
Which he claims to know how to do. I've seen clips and I've heard it. He claims he knows how to do. Clearly could not in the panic. And then refused to accept any responsibility on that. That's it. That's all this is. But yeah, it's annoying. Jokered clip.
Honestly, Pirate Software like straight.
Oh my God. Okay, see this. Okay.
Up, bro. This dude.
Do you think that he bought his account like Elon? Probably not. But level in World of Warcraft doesn't mean much. And honestly, even like gear, until you probably get up to like the really, really, really high levels, doesn't mean much because anybody can put together a decent group and probably farm up to, I don't know what like the not last level of gear is. But I think once you start hitting, there's probably like certain types of gear. Is Mythic the highest? It's hardcore though. I could be wrong. Maybe I just don't know WoW well enough. My guess is going to be any level 60 hardcore is not really that impressive if you're like a decent player. Like if you're considered a decent player, it shouldn't be that hard. That's my guess. I could be wrong. But the really impressive stuff is probably when you have gear that you can only get in really good dungeons, in really high raids, that shows that you are good enough to not just be in those raids or dungeons. I don't know if you call raid, but also to be accepted in those raids or dungeons, right? Because people want to have you there, or you have a big stream and they let you tag along to gear you up too. But Mythic is retail, hardcore class just heroic, I think. Okay. Oh, there's also like different, there's also probably different skill sets. When it comes to leveling up a character, you're just like leveling up a character. I don't know how much like team stuff you need to do to max your level out. Whereas like doing dungeons and then doing raids probably demands a different type of skill of like being able to play in a team and being able to have a role that's effective and all that too, you know?
This dude is a complete fraud. At least in the WoW space, I don't care if he worked for Blizzard. The guy probably made coffee for some devs. I don't even believe for a second he coded anything in this game. I don't...
Hold on. Also, there's a real quick thing. I don't know if I even have to say this. I don't know what Joker is referring to. Working at a game company has literally nothing to do with being good at a game ever. I don't know why. Or I understand maybe like if you're a child, if you're a 9-year-old, you might think that that makes you good. But that's like saying a guy that designs engines is a good race car driver, or a guy that an engineer for a jet engine can like fly a fighter jet. Or like there's no reason to think that. And people are making fun of Pirate. We'll get to this part of the drama because he says he works. That he works like so. Like I see people in chat saying this. Destiny, he wasn't even a dev. He was QA. Honestly, a QA guy probably can play the game better than a dev. Like, there's no reason to expect that a game developer can play the game well. It's not their job. It's not what they have to do. It's not like there's no reason to think that any part of the development pipeline necessitates you being, unless your job is literally some guy's about to be like, what about this employee? And his job is like pro game employee or whatever. Like, and his job is just to be a professional. Like, but generally, like, there's no reason to think that somebody that works on a game or works in a game company has anything to do with being good at the game at all.
Like, dude, nothing at all. All right. Bro, guy probably was interning there for a week. I'm not gonna believe
Were people under the impression that he's like some WoW like crazy good player? I was not under this impression. Were others under this impression? That's how he marketed himself. Customers, I don't know. He said so himself. I would have just disagreed. If I just looked at his screen and saw rank 1 Blizzard isn't keybound, be like, really? I don't think polymorph is. Maybe they're like hidden. I don't know.
Destiny, you don't understand that classic WoW is 90% knowledge and 10% mechanics. Him being a dev / QA, whatever, should actually give him a leg up. Being a dev or QA, I seriously doubt that like quality assurance or testers at Blizzard are doing like mythic or heroic raids with like the best players in the world. That sounds like the most retarded thing I've ever read in my life. And again, I've never played. I did level a WoW character to level 7. Okay, but that just sounds like the most wrong thing I've ever read ever. So
walks. Yeah.
He said he was a mythic raider. Sure, okay, you can mythic raid and like click a lot of. Like, who cares? Especially for tanking. Either way. I guess, yeah, maybe like the YouTube Shorts audience is going to like wake up. I don't know, but I was never under that impression. Who cares?
To be honest with you, that group had already almost full wiped us the entire dungeon before. That was our second dire mall with the same group. The first one, we all of us had to leave drop groups that we could teleport out. The second one was this. No reason for me to do shit. Evocate was on cooldown, 2.5 minutes left. So no, I didn't trust the group to survive.
Like, even if that is the case, couldn't you at least like stand there and watch them die? Like, or is it really the case that if your tank dies, that the enemy mobs can close the gap on you in like 2 seconds? Like, or would you be at risk for dying afterwards if they like you couldn't just like stay back there and at least like salute them? I don't know, man. I don't know. Some people are saying that he could have restored his mana and that what he's saying is not true. So who knows?
Survive. And no, I wasn't going to go back on the call of them saying run, run, run. It's time to run. So no.
Why do some people get full negation like this? I mean, it depends, bro. There could be a million things ego-wise playing into this. Who knows? He could be bad. He could genuinely think there's nothing he could have done better. He could think that he's like a big fish in a small pond. He's better than this group. He could think that maybe he did make mistakes, but they made more mistakes first, so his isn't even worth talking about. He could just be emotional right now. He could be getting like blowback in his chat, and maybe he's wanting to fight against people in his chat that are coming in. It might be that the people that died, maybe the people that died are like small streamers and now their streams are fucked. And if he admits any fault, he feels like that's like partially on him for like fucking, who knows? I have no idea.
No. It's a lot of confidence in being wrong. Okay, next, he's just wrong. He's labeled as a sweat in the guild. Was he? Yeah, that's a mislabel then. Again, I've been wanting to go through and relabel people just based on how I've seen them play in general. I got to look at all of our 60s and see.
Can you summarize the drama in 1 or 2 sentences for us normies? Summarizing the drama in 1 or 2 sentences for normies. Basically, if you logged onto the internet today, you have stepped into a room where there are bloody bodies all over the floor, gunshot holes on the wall, blood dripping off the ceiling, and you're trying to ask like, what the happened? And somebody tells you these guys got into an argument over whether or not a person who likes ketchup should also like tomatoes, and neither one wanted to budge. And now here we are. Basically, it sounds like they did a raid. I think Pirate made some mistakes, but he didn't want to own up to it. And somehow his whole career is exploding right now, but we'll see where he lands.
Who's a sweat and a non-sweat for prepping for raid? I have no clue. I haven't done this because I've wanted to see if Tyler would ever do it. He never did it. Did a hell of a lot more than I thought. Tyler did a phenomenal job with what he had and his knowledge and all of it being kind of dumped on him. But he did not do that. So I want to do that. What? Important clip.
Yeah, a lot of things I think the mages forget, man, is you are a control unit. You're there to control the battlefield, and you need to be using your wards and your ice barrier.
Yes, I mean,
What actually happened in game, though, is it actually Pirate's fault? I can't speak to whose fault it was, but it sounds like there are things that, like team games and employment environments and big rating games are not always about who's at fault. It's like what Soda said. It's about what you could have done better. That's always the thing. Well, it could go either way in big WoW raids or dungeons in retail or classic. I don't know the answer. It could be that you do have to actually play flawlessly to do these things effectively. But if you don't have to play flawlessly, then it's probably the case that there's always going to be mistakes that are made where somebody aggroes something they weren't supposed to, somebody drops aggro, somebody misses a CC, where people, but other people are expected to be good enough to, and your shot caller is expected to be cognizant enough to cover for those people. And so if somebody makes a mistake, other people pick up the slack and it's fine. And you do that and you get through your challenges together. But it can't be the case that if somebody messes up, then there's a breakdown and everybody flees and that just can't be the case. So it might have been that somebody else made a mistake first, but there were definitely things that he could have done to mitigate the fallout, and he didn't do those things, and he denies he could have done anything. I think that's the issue. Yeah.
we need to make for every dungeon. If anything goes wrong, they can just lock down everything.
Yep. I mean, they need to have rank 1 Blizzard on their bar. They need to be using their Frost Ward and their Fire Ward. They need to be using their Ice Barrier on cooldown, basically, because Ice Barrier has a 30-second cooldown, but lasts a minute.
I would also, now, again, I don't know why I hedge so much, but I'm hedging. I've never played WoW Classic that much. I leveled a character to 7 and I got bored and quit. Okay. I would be so careful about saying what characters should do or what classes should do. My guess is going to be WoW Classic hasn't changed. So all of this is probably crazy solved. Like everybody should probably know exactly what people should be doing or shot. So I don't know why you would ever I doubt that there's any like new meta being invented or thing, or they're like everything's probably like been solved for maybe over a decade. Like there's no insight to be gained here. You just have to play your thing well, be looking at the situation, keep a cool head, and yeah.
So you should be rolling that in.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. So okay. So Pirate is more of a knowledge basin, not much of a gameplay basin, I guess. I don't know. Like,
It's not even knowledge or gameplay, because he got his character up there. He was on these raid groups. It seemed just more like a maybe. I wonder if he's ever played hardcore before. I wonder if this is his first hardcore character ever. Because if that's the case, he might just be really risk averse. Like there might be a world where if Pirate was raiding with these guys and they were just playing like normal or soft core, where he actually would have stayed and done everything correctly. Because he's like, oh, cool. I'm using a lot of poker analogies today. You cannot play above your bankroll. Not because of it's your responsibility and because you might lose your money and your wife might leave. Who cares about your wife and kids? Okay, and who cares about going into debt, going bankrupt, and who cares about people breaking their knees to get money? That the reason why you don't play beyond your bankroll is because it affects your decision making. You don't ever want to be in a situation where you're at a poker table and you're thinking about how much money you're going to have when you go home that night. Because if that's weighing on your mind, that has nothing to do with the cards in front of you, and it has nothing to do with the decisions that you should be making. So if he's being adversely impacted by the fact, it could be that it's hardcore. Now, I don't know, maybe he has played a ton of hardcore and what I just said was fucking retarded, but it might be if this is his first hardcore situation, then he might be like really, really, really risk averse because he's really scared of losing his character, especially if he's never lost one before or if this is his first time or if he doesn't want to re-level or whatever, so.
Sucked. He choked, he threw, and then he...
Yeah, obviously he's never played hardcore before, but he doesn't even use his keybinds. It's like having an SE2 developer talk about Masters of Demo, but they don't even use the proper keybinds to macro or micro. What do you mean when you say he doesn't use keybinds? You don't mean to say that he's like left clicking all of his spells, right? That's impossible that you mean that, right? No, you guys are trolling me. Wait, really? He is a clicker. Okay, well, in that case, I'm vindicated earlier when I said you don't have to be that good to just get level 60, I guess.
Confidently told everyone he didn't throw when he did.
Oh, he's clicking some of them Destiny. Chat is retarded. He's clicking the down-ranked low mana version of Blizzard, not the main skills. Oh, maybe there are some things that you just wouldn't have on hotkey then?
That's the end of it. He's wrong. I saw Asmongold talk about it. I saw some clip earlier. What was Asmon? Why is Asmon involved in this?
Yes. Because we had already done a poll like that.
Oh my gosh, still going. What are
done a poll like this in the?
There's a lot. Jesus, there's a lot of additions here.
Bind them
round, and that's why I'm on the fringes casting rank 1 Blizzard at the very end, and I higher rank Blizzard before that to try and do damage to the dogs, but I had to cancel it almost immediately. Got like 1 tick off because that
didn't have to.
When he's saying he did higher rank damage to do, or higher rank Blizzard to do damage, is Blizzard supposed to be just a CC spell and he's inappropriately casting it at a higher level because he wants to DPS, or are you expected to DPS with Blizzard? I don't know what the f these things do. Both damage and CC? Oh, okay.
Boss is immune to CC, and it's like, dude, I'm not going to die to that. I just can't at that point.
Ooh. That might have been like a little bit of a psychological reveal there, right? What he just said, dude, I'm not going to die to that. I wonder if that hardcore thing is really like weighing on him, maybe.
Boss is immune to CC, and it's like, dude, I'm not going to die to that. I just can't at that point. It's too high risk.
I think, yeah, I think if you...
Yeah. No, I can understand that dissection of it to the...
Like you can say, I'm just going to preempt Soda so that I look really smart if he says the same thing I'm about to say. It's okay to say like, I was really afraid of dying and I might have panicked, but that doesn't mean that you should say next, there's absolutely nothing I could have done differently. I could have done something differently, right? No, you say like, okay, maybe I could have, in hindsight, maybe I could have stayed and helped a little bit, but I was just really worried about dying. I think I panicked and I ran early. I shouldn't have bailed that early.
The lens of a bad player. I could totally get that. You had no idea what kind of threat on the boss was having. You didn't know the boss wasn't going to hurt you. You were in zero danger, but panicking because you couldn't assess the situation very well. Like, again, I see that from the lens of someone who didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
He has 0 add-ons. I mean, he should know that the tanks are literally beating the fuck out of the boss and probably has multiple sunders. You're not pulling threat off that boss with the Blizzard. You're not. It's not happening. You're good. Finish the clip of T1. Oh.
Afterwards, if I think people are just like pissed off because everybody...
Okay, finished it. Next.
It seems like he is lying. He almost certainly knows that he could have done the bare minimum. Even a bad player knows he could throw out a cone of cold, a blizzard, use a mana gem to get mana back. Well, yeah, but like if he's running because he's scared, he's not going to admit that because now you sound like a pussy. So he's going to make excuses for why he had to run, of course, right? Like if somebody wanted to race for pinks and and they have the same car as me, I'm not going to say like, I'm really scared of losing my car, bro. I'm going to be like, well, I got a check engine light. I think my tires are flat, and I don't have the right brakes on, and I think I've got leaves in my air intake, and I don't have the right whatever. Like you're gonna make excuses. Obviously, you don't want to be a pussy, right? Pirate's got a history of being stubborn. He tried to shut down a campaign to create laws to preserve games when delisted, and shut down any conversation to try to bring better ideas to the table. Okay.
A lot of tanks, man.
Yeah.
Like I watched
so many
JPC
clips.
died the other day. That was rough.
That was sad. As a mage player, that was sad to watch from 2 mages in a group. I'm gonna be honest.
It made me.
He also runs a UI macro to always show him at 1 HP. Wait, what? He actually has no idea what HP he's actually at, and if he is at risk of dying and needs HP. Wait, really?
Physically unwell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only to his
It made me
stream?
feel like I was a decent mage player, knowing that I probably would have done a lot more.
Like there were no sheeps going out, there were no blizzards going out. Apparently he didn't have the spec for blizzard for slows, but like that's exactly why I run that spec. Because like when it goes sideways, you save lives, man.
Oh, and blizzard is like.
Yeah.
Okay, this is okay. At this point, it is comical. It is. I can't say it's.
If you didn't see the 74 trillion people spamming it in chat, and I know every new person keeps typing it, and he is roasting Moon Moon in this when Moon Moon was watching it. That's why I played the music, in case you didn't see. Maybe the 55th millionth person to type it in chat will be the one that goes through you.
Comical. Y'all have dug up some gemstones. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I think it takes away from the game, and I think it takes away from the experience, and it leads people to be like, "Oh, he could just petri out. This isn't that scary." And to be real with you, some of the best moments that I've had inside of dungeons are because, oh, we're all going to die if we don't execute this perfectly, and we hardened up at that moment. We kicked some ass, and we got to live.
That has nothing to do with anything going on, but Destiny, wait, so is this some other game mode where your entire character is deleted if you die? Yes.
You know, I've made it all the way to 60 now without dying because of that, because we didn't give up in that.
I can't. Oh, man. Yeah, that's rough. Again, it just really comes down to Pirate just has to say, hey, listen, looking back.
I mean, if you're streamers and you got a lot of people to draw from, I think you would just never raid with a person like this. You just wouldn't. Like this, fuck that. It's too much. It destroys. I mean, that guy in chat said it earlier. Like it ruins your team morale. Like, it's just, God, you would just never want to be with somebody this ego driven. It destroys things for everyone. I remember, I don't know why this happened. I've talked to people in League of Legends who their duo queue would rage quit games. I'm like, why are you queuing with this guy? And I'm like, I don't know, man. We're friends. We queue. And it's like, this guy, you saying he's rage quits your ladder games? Your rank? He's like, yeah, he rage quit. When you were playing with him in your rank game, he rage quit.
My bad. I don't know what to. If he can't do, that's crazy. That's crazy to me. If he can't look back at this and be like, yeah, I could have absolutely done a lot. It's not crazy. It's basic. It's basic. That's it. And he didn't. It's not like he went out of his way and killed these people. He didn't pull out a gun and shoot them, but he definitely had the ability to stop it and did not.
I think the drama blew up because prior to this, a lot of people thought Thor was a cool guy, myself included. I mean, like, he's probably cool. Man, I wish I could quantify why I say I don't like this guy. I said it before, but it was half meme. There's just like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I want to say, like, a person who thinks there's like a phrase, and it's so dumb. I don't even know if it applies to him. But the thing that comes to my mind is like a person who thinks their shit doesn't stink. I don't know what to, I don't know. Just, he seems like a guy who's like, like I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. I don't know why. I just get that impression from him. Like, yeah, he talks about a lot of things like super confidently, but maybe it's deserved. I don't know.
And said he didn't have the ability to stop it.
Oh, he's white. True.
Confidently, over and over, while everyone's disagreeing with you. Okay, I'm just looping at this point. I'm kind of bored of this, but
What do you want, man?
Let me say it again.
He already said his piece.
Pirate.
Go on.
Oh,
Yeah,
dear God.
I want to speak to him because I didn't speak to him correctly. I said it again. We all did mistakes, bro. Like I didn't say we are just blaming you. It's about the zero accountability is what makes us so mad.
There's no zero accountability, dude. Everyone can do something better. But when you open up and you yell over another person like you were doing earlier,
speak?
Nah, I'm good. See ya. Peace. I'm not doing that again with him. Nah, he did it the first time. I'm not doing it a second one. Not interested.
Cake says he got mad about him talking about InfoSec. What did he say? Some people think he modified his audio settings to make his voice sound deeper. Is that a thing or just a meme? I don't actually know. Who knows? Now I'm not even sure if my voice got deeper. I don't know if it's just like a different microphone or who knows? I don't know. I'm not sure. Because my voice sounds a lot different in earlier videos. Like if you go watch early streams of me, Destiny debating JonTron.
What does it mean to vote against your own interests? What are white interests that get voted against?
I don't know what reality you're living in, man. I mean, when the news is telling you that a vote for Donald Trump is a racist vote, okay, and Donald Trump, all that he's saying is perhaps maybe we should keep America the way it was.
So first, that's because that's an incredibly
Keep America the way it was. Wait, what does that mean, John?
stupid statement to make. Most of what,
like, I think this is just I think it's my microphone. I'm using a condenser microphone, and I'm not speaking right into it.
Okay,
Donald Trump.
Maybe. Oh, however, he definitely has an EQ on his voice, though. Like PirateSoftware's voice is definitely EQ'd. He definitely has a thing. I'm gonna f this and never be able to turn it back to where it was before. There you go. Oh, I don't know what. Can we do this? Nope. No. I shouldn't have fucked with it. Wait, I can do this. Can we make it? Can I increase the? There we go. Yeah, there's some kind of. Let's move this up a little bit. There we go. There's definitely like some kind of. This is way too high. Okay, here we go. And then something like this. Here we go. He's definitely got some shit like this going on. Absolutely some kind of bullshit. Yeah, okay, there we go. He definitely has something. But like, it could just also be like a standard, like a decent EQ. And maybe his last one before was really bad. I don't know.
News source, and I'm here. Guess where? With the games, of course. I'm here with Thor, founder of Pirate Software. How's your show been so far?
It's actually been amazing. It's our first time out here at Denver Comic-Con, and there's so many people, and they love the games, so it's been awesome.
So speaking of games, what do you have for us today?
So we have Champions of Breakfast, which is a twin-stick shooter that we made in 24 days from concept to release on Steam. Blew up. It was really, really awesome. And that game is pretty difficult. So if you're into really hard arcade games, that's the kind of thing for you. And the other one is Heartbound, which is a more story-driven RPG. And we've been working on that for about 6 months. We put it up on Steam Greenlight. It got rank 1, so it was massive success. And then we put it up on Kickstarter, and it got funded in 24 hours, and then ended up with 400% funding. So people really, really like the game. And we have an hour-long demo here and on our website, so people can download it at any time.
And what is your website?
I'm too lazy to go hook my other microphone up. But like, this doesn't tell us anything, right? Like, do you think this is an SM58? I just assume anytime I see a mic, so it's an SM58. Like, we have this microphone at a far distance from the face where it's probably running pretty hot. No, it's not an SM58. Whatever it is it's a microphone. It's much further from the face. Like,
Champions of Breakfast.
This is going to sound way different, right? Like, my voice, if I was... Even this isn't even going to be totally accurate because I'm still using this mic. But like, this is going to sound way different in terms of audio quality. No, audio quality is too big. The frequency response, meaning the part of the frequency curve that is louder or quieter, is going to be way different depending upon the range I am, the distance I am from the microphone when I'm speaking, and the type of microphone it is, and the type of microphone, the EQ that's on the mic and everything on this audio chain because it's being used to talk like this. So, like, saying that, well, look, you can tell what his real voice is because when he's speaking here, this is a totally different audio set. It doesn't mean anything, right? Why do you sound like you do now with a different mic in this debate?
We have a White Lives Matter organization. It's called the United States of America. Nobody in the United States stay.
Oh, based. Based. Did you get new headphones? Yeah, my cord on the last ones were no good. I mean, I'm also speaking very close to the microphone here.
We have a White Lives...
Because I know how to speak into microphones, but... Wait. This isn't the... Jeremy... No, it's not. It's another crazy dude. I was going to ask if that was... is it Jeremy Boring? Is that the Daily Wire guy? That's a different guy. Oh, it's Andrew Clavin. Why do I... He must be like in meetings with them or on podcasts with them or something, right? I feel like I see him. He hosts the Andrew Clavin Show podcast on the conservative side, the Daily Wire. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, anyway, sorry.
So it's very cringe. It's very, very cringe. I mean, I don't think it's a G kick. I think it's definitely...
Do you think that he could have trained his voice as well? Here, his voice sounds way deeper from the Streamer Awards. Yeah, I mean, you can also speak differently, right? Like when I tend to get more upset, when I'm like, I can't even understand. I don't know what the fuck these people are talking about. How could you even think? Why would you even... Like the frequency, right? Which is the note. The frequency of my voice is getting higher. But if I am a little bit more chill and I'm kind of like speaking down here and I'm kind of calm, kind of collected, like I could theoretically do an entire voice like this. If I trained, meaning I practiced getting upset, but keeping my voice down here, right? Rather than, I can't believe that Donald Trump today is saying all these, it's horrible. I could be like, I can't believe that Donald Trump today is doing all these fucking crazy things in the United States. It's actually fucking insane. But I would have to like practice this, like, which you can do. And some people, apparently Vosh said he practices his voice. Like, you can do this, but.
Like, I would consider Pirate not a mage.
Wait. Oof. What is this?
Everyone, I am super glad to be back with the one and only Pirate Software.
Nice to meet you finally. Thank you very much.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Pirate. Thank you for all the kind words and everything.
Yeah, it could just be that he's just gotten used to speaking lower, right?
So you are nominated for software and development categories.
There's explanation for the voice change.
Went back to the doctor. Doctor's like, hey, sometimes in your early 30s, your voice can change as a man, and it's effectively second puberty. This is what I used to sound like. That's what I used to look like to this 5 years ago. Wait for this. This is awful.
My hot dogs are freshly picked. I'm going to have to peel it. I'm going to have to peel my hot dog.
Yeah, that was it, dude.
Every good hot dog needs to be peeled.
That's what I used to sound.
I don't know. Like, I can't tell how different his voice is here, right? Like, I think his microphone settings and everything are probably quite a bit different. That'd be my guess.
It's like, hey, sometimes it can change.
But it also sounds like he's literally, like, almost doing a meme voice here. Like,
that's what I used to look like to this 5 years ago. Wait for this. This is awful.
My hot dogs are freshly picked. I'm going to have to peel it. I'm going to have to peel my hot dog.
Yeah, that was it, dude.
I think the really interesting thing to see, but obviously we can't do this with his past self, is like, how much room do you have to move, like, with your talking voice? So, like, if I'm here, oh God, I can't sing. I wonder if you could like average a voice out. Like if you played a bunch of a voice, like what's the average frequency? What's the average frequency? Oh, middle C. So I'm like here. But like if I wanted to do. I can go up a bit. No. Oh my God, it was on the wrong one. Wait, was I here before or the other one? I can go down like almost like a fourth. Like if this is my normal talking voice, like I can go down like 4 notes, I guess, 4 whole steps if I'm like singing. I wonder if he's speaking like at the bottom of his register, right? So like, theoretically, I could talk down here. Like if I practice like kind of keeping this as the frequency center for my voice, I have a little bit of room to go up, and I can go up if I want to, but I don't have as much room to go down. Right? So it could be that he's speaking more on the bottom part of his natural range as well. Maybe, but who knows? Is it speaking more with your chest or diaphragm and less nasally? Nasally is going to refer to something different than your pitch, because like this would be more nasally, I think. So this is like a fuller voice, and this is getting more nasally, but this is me. Like, it's the same frequency though, even though it's more nasally versus like, this is my chest voice. I don't know. Sienna would be a good person to talk to about this because she knows everything about voice training as well. But
that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Software and game development's finally a category in Twitch, and now it's up here at the Streamer Awards. So yeah.
Yeah.
But he also sounds pretty natural when he's speaking too. He doesn't sound like he's at like the extreme of his range. Because if somebody's speaking at the extreme of their range, you'll also be able to, because their voice will drop out if they try to go too low. They won't be able to do it. So who knows?
Like I was doing UBRS the other day, and we had 9 people, and we needed a mage because mages save lives. Like when shit hits the fan, you need a mage. The rank 1 Blizzard's crazy. I would not consider Pirate a mage. It's a glorified shadow priest with only a selfish power word shield, or a self power word shield. That's essentially how I see that. I don't know what to say. Oof. But like, I don't know what y'all can say. Yeah, he roached out. I agree. Absolutely panicked and did not perform at all. Did not perform under pressure. Zach Asman's take.
Oh no.
Nothing Pirate Software could have possibly done would have changed the outcome of this fight.
Oof. Even if that's true, when he says change the outcome of the fight, does he mean change whether or not they would have won or lost it? This, I don't like, careful. Now, as much as I can make fun of Asmongold for being a mount farmer, he still has infinitely more WoW experience, okay, than I do. That being said, binary is the totally incorrect way to approach any team cooperative environment. It's never win or lose. Loss mitigation is incredibly important. Okay, there are very few things in life that are win or lose, binary yes or no. Being able to take a horrible situation and make it into a bad situation is a really good skill to have. That is a phenomenal skill to have. So,
not a single thing.
Is he rage baiting?
Asman literally said he was going to rage bait farm before this segment.
He's rage baiting, right? Yeah, okay. I don't think Asman...
Not a single thing about this in even the slightest amount of way.
Oh, is Yamato in his chat arguing with him? Okay, so this is just like a self-insert. Asman just wants to... No, Asman has no clue what's going on here.
Asman trolling, but he knows is wrong. No, it has nothing to do with who did it. It has to do with who said what and did what.
You rage baited Yamato really hard. The problem is, unfortunately, I love you guys, but I don't trust you guys because you guys are autistic as fuck. So I would have to see him saying he's rage baiting, because it could either be like, all right, I'm going to rage bait with this clip. Here we go. Okay. He did nothing wrong. Or it could be like, my take on this is going to be really unpopular. Okay. This is going to be a rage bait because I don't think he did anything wrong. I don't think he did a single thing wrong. Right. You fucking retards will report this in chat however you want because you are all like clinically, terminally autistic. So I would have to see him saying he's rage baiting to know what he's actually doing.
The person doesn't matter. It's not relevant who the person is.
What? Let me go back. What is he saying?
Having somebody who just spammed a CC at a boss that's immune to CC.
The boss isn't what killed him. The boss doesn't matter. The boss is fine. You kill bosses, no problem. Like, you're supposed to kill them. It's the fact that there's a lot of trash. Truth be told, they didn't even need to run. It's just CC all the trash. Yeah, this is rage bait. Okay. No, he's controlling. I don't care. And if he isn't, that's even more pathetic. He's calling Yamato a noob for trying to stun the boss. Well, yeah, Yamato would probably agree. Like, yeah, I didn't know I couldn't stun the boss. My bad. Sure. Probably, yeah, you're right. Cool. Anyways, Pirate could have CC'd all those mobs. Like, that's it.
TLDR, it's not fair to dogpile on Pirate and only blame him for roaching the fuck out. Everybody made big mistakes. The tank made a mistake with the pathing and keeping the pack there instead of pulling it back. The rogue made mistakes with distract. The mage made a mistake of roaching the fuck out. The druid made a mistake of ass pulling. And the only one who played perfect was the priest. He was the Giga Chat of the group. He died. Snoopy played really well, actually, after he ass pulled to try to save everybody. He saved Ozzy. And what else? If Pirate thinks he did nothing wrong and he played 100% right, I completely disagree with that. He should have stayed with the group, helped them get out. He did roach super hard. So if his attitude is like, I did nothing wrong, you guys, I don't agree with that. But I don't also agree with it's only his fault. All right? There it is.
That's absolutely true. I agree with that. It's a summary. But if he's I did nothing wrong. What type of like some I can never up once challenge type of thing? I don't know. That's the correct check. I agree.
You think you played perfectly? No. When have I ever said I felt like I played perfectly? You got the dummy use? Let me look at the clip.
Oof. Okay. I mean, he definitely made it seem like he thought he played perfectly, so that's kind of contradicting.
What is this?
I can't probably the longest I've ever heard him talk. I think he's rage baiting.
Asmon trolling me knows he's wrong.
He says.
No, I'm not.
I'm not gonna lie.
So Pirate can do no wrong. It's not about.
You can link me. I would have to see it. I would have to watch it.
No, it's as simple as, guys, I'm sorry, I could have blizzarded, I could have done things, and I think it might. Maybe he says it wouldn't have helped. Okay, he's wrong. Again, it's just a matter of accountability. That's all this is. At the end of the day, he abandoned his team. You guys are still leaking clips on this. Grubby as well here? Oh, great.
Pirate, can you kite them with a blizzard? Stay a distance and kite them with a blizzard. Can you help slow them off, Pirate? This would be asking to help. This is not asking to help. Why are you running? Bro!
Be fair.
Like, I do get that he might feel that, but you shouldn't say that during, because it's going to distract Snoopy and Sarah as well.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's devil's advocate to be played here, but there is devil's advocate to be played. But it was still a complete roach out. Even with Yamato, why are you running? That meme or whatever, but
that's true. The communication probably can be better there as well if they're literally just saying, "Why are you running?" That's probably true too. Now, I'll be a tad more sympathetic. And again, I don't play the particular game, so I could be wrong. But my guess is going to be those other people are probably way more at risk of dying than the mages. So looking back and seeing the mage running is probably like really aggravating, and it's probably more stressful when you're in a potentially lethal situation and you're like, "Bro, where are you going?" And it's like, well, actually, you should say, "Hey, excuse me, could you please stay here and cast some spells to CC people so that I don't lose my 200 hours of progress? And as a small streamer, I'm going to basically become irrelevant for the next 2 weeks, and my income is going to be like 90% decreased because I can't raid with anybody because you're about to roach for absolutely no fucking reason, even though you're like a huge streamer, you're totally fine, and I'm like completely trapped here alone as you run away with a man of restoration." Like there could be better ways to communicate it, but these people are probably in a little bit more of a stressful situation, my guess, right? My guess, but
I don't know. Mother was gone. I mean, it's just bad. It's just bad. Just don't care.
Yeah, here's the other thing that a lot of people don't understand. You want to know one of the reasons why I'm more hesitant to dive in and maybe die for a scenario like that, where I already know that it's very lost? I'm one of the primary guild enchanters.
Whatever.
I have Crusader on this character. I have all of the saved up for the guild. That's the point.
Oh, wait, is he doing more loss aversion? Is that what he's... I don't know what the fuck he's talking about right now, but it sounds like his other reason why he doesn't want to lose his character.
I'm one of the primary guild enchanters.
Whatever.
I have Crusader on this character. I have all of the saved up for the guild.
Destiny, dude, Yamato screamed run literally 5 times. Man, all this clip chimp stuff has fucked the reality. So I'm just going to decide against you. I don't know WoW, and I could be totally wrong, but like literally it sounds to me like in this game, like he could literally be saying, "We get the fuck out. We have to get the fuck out." Even that wouldn't mean, "Hey, CC, turn and leave us. Good luck." Even a statement that, unless somebody's literally saying like, "We're gonna like wipe, like everybody like get all for yourselves, good luck, but we're gonna wipe." Even somebody screaming like, "We need to run right now, everybody run, everybody, we need to run, everybody, it is time to run." That doesn't mean drop all your tank go, whatever, fucking CC go, whatever. There still is like a controlled withdrawal, especially in a hardcore environment. Now, maybe like in softcore, I don't think dying means anything, right? Don't you just sort of like spend gold to repair your shit? Maybe, I don't know. But like even when you're screaming run, 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 that doesn't mean every man for himself. That just sounds retarded. Like, it's hardcore. There's so much at stake here. Unless it's literally like we're looking at a full fucking wipe. But, you know.
That's the point. If I'm going back in, I'm going back in because I know it's salvageable.
It's not
because there's maybe a chance, or I'm kill number 3. There is no reason for that shit.
He is one of the guild's primary enchanters. However, we have like 10 primary guild enchanters. And one could argue that we have too many still. Nathan, Cobalt,
10?
Faye,
Jesus.
How
many do you need for big raids or whatever?
There's more.
Or...
I named 4, but I know there's more. Chat's gonna tell me. There's a ton of Fizz. Oh yeah, Fizz can do it. Hydra can do it. I know there's more too. There's like probably 10 really big 300 enchanting, and all of them have Crusader. The only way I would like accept that as like a holy my life is worth a lot is if you had something like a Lionheart pattern, right? If Noth was playing his mage and was 60, Lionheart Helm pattern, yes, your life is very important. Or
is this like a really rare drop, like a best in slot drop for these people or something, or
if we've been running MC and we've gotten like the actual rare patterns that are actually good and actually rare, like
okay,
who does it drop off of? Someone drops the 30 spell power pattern. I don't remember who. Oh, here we go. All bosses. So all bosses can drop healing power and spell power. Like these are extremely important. Sharpening stones as well for blacksmiths, also massively important. So those are the only things that are actually rare where I give a about your profession. I don't care otherwise. I don't. Means nothing. Somebody clip. I don't need to see everyone's opinion.
Not because there's maybe a chance.
No, my 10 regular clip I just watch is ridiculous.
There's no reason for that shit. None.
None was. How can you say there's no? Bro, you can't say that, man. No reason for that. How about a couple 60s? That's a reason. What?
Oh no, Summit's on.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's not worth it to risk that.
Bro, then it's not. You understand?
Can you explain the enchanter part? When you're doing huge raids, I think in World of Warcraft, like at the end of big raids, that's when like the best gear drops, or like maybe special crafting recipes, which is the same thing as gear. And if you manage to get like one of these like really rare drops, that's like a character that you want to hold on to, because you can't just like buy and sell or trade things. I think in hardcore, can you not do that? I guess, or maybe just they're so rare on the server that if somebody has those things, like you really want that stuff. So like there might be a world where another poker analogy, Jesus, like mathematically, there are times in poker where folding pocket aces is a mathematically positive play because of where you're at in a tournament, where you might be right on the bubble or the edge of like who people who are getting knocked out right as you get into the money, where folding aces pre-flop is worth it mathematically. And it might be the case that in a raid, there might be times where it's like, okay, fuck, I probably could have stayed and helped a little, but like I have such rare shit on my character that if I die, like our whole guild is going to be super ass pained. Like we either raided like really high level raids to get this gear. Like if I lose this, it's going to hurt the entire guild, and maybe you play even more cautiously. Maybe.
The other end of that, right? Then that means it's not worth anybody to group with you, knowing that that's your thought process. That they are literally risking by grouping with you. Yeah, that's what you're saying. Oh,
yeah, this is what I would feel. Yeah, like I would want to know, like, oh, well, if you've got that shit and you're gonna flee every single time, then I'm out. Like I'm never raiding with you. Like this is a problem that would solve itself. You would just never play with this person.
That's not good.
Yeah, no, it's just okay. Stop leaving me clips. I don't care anymore because it's not going to change my opinion. It's just the weirdest hill I've ever seen someone die on. It really is weirdest hill, and everyone's telling you this hill is stupid and you're wrong, and you're just telling, no, I really like this hill. This is my hill, and no, you're not safe there. It's a bad hill. Stop. What a dumb situation.
All right, so ordinarily this drama wouldn't be anything. It doesn't matter. However, the issue is that over the next few days, we have the double down, triple down, quadruple down. Pirate cannot let this issue go. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I think it takes away from the game, and I think it takes away from the experience, and it leads people to be like, oh, he could just petri out. This isn't that scary. Yeah. And to be real with you, some of the best moments that I've had inside of dungeons are because, oh shit, we're all going to die if we don't execute this perfectly. And we
Oh, this is 10 days old. We watched this. Okay. All right, I got like 20 clips open, so if you're linking me shit, I'm not opening any of it. So... all right, what do we got here? What is this?
Some of the best moments that I've had inside of dungeons are because, oh shit, we're all... some of the best moments that I've had inside of dungeons are because, oh shit, we're all going to die if we don't execute this perfectly. And we hardened up at that moment, we kicked some ass, and we got to live.
Run. Pirate, why are you walking, bro?
You see my mana? What am I supposed to do for you?
Not the clicking. Oh no.
Because we didn't give up in that.
Okay. Let's talk about Pirate Software. 50 minutes. I'm good. I don't know who this guy is. Oh, it zoomed in on the mana restoring item that he had. Okay. Okay, we're watching these out of order, but this was a triple down. So we're skipping a double down, and I think this is a triple down. Failed to determine content classification. Okay, well, we're not watching this, I guess. Oh, it's because he's like fucking with his clips. Never mind. Pirate Software is like manually deleting or clipping all of his shit. Like clipping as in like clipping the ends off.
Yeah, but listen. We move on. Here's the thing about hardcore WoW, especially when you're in a team of 5, okay? Run doesn't ever just mean run. I don't care if you say run. I don't care if you say kite out. I don't care if you say skedaddle, okay? Running means you help each other get the fuck out of a dungeon. That's it. I don't give a fuck what the lingo is. You don't just hold W for yourself. Ever.
He's right, you hold S. Haha, don't unbind it. Be a god.
Unless it's super cooked. Then you vanish. Yeah, but listen.
I don't
because
understand.
This is going to be a YouTube video.
Oh,
you're getting farmed.
Oh, did you?
You're getting farmed. You're getting farmed at this very moment. At this very moment, you're getting farmed.
GG.
That's the reason why. Why do you think?
GG, Yamato, you got farmed. You're a dumbass.
Why don't you watch the Mage VOD? That doesn't make sense. Somebody didn't link it to me.
What were we talking about? I thought Yamato said everybody played bad, but Yamato was upset that Pirate didn't admit that he played bad. I believe.
Is there... I'll see, maybe in my links I have the full Asmongold React, and we can look over it.
It was 2,975 bans and 1,357 bans in process, and Kronos was told to kill himself 20 times.
Me after a new audio thread gets posted to my subreddit.
Great people in there.
Jesus. What is this?
Check this out. Over here, we have a really good game, all right? You've heard Pin the Tail on the Donkey? Well, now we have Pin the Blame on Pirate Software. It's going to be a really fun game for all of us. You're going to spin around. You're going to have to try to find them and see who you put the blame on. It's really exciting. Mary, you excited?
Yeah.
Should be good stuff. We also have... Check this out.
Wait, does anybody ever go over what is the setup for this stream, right? So they're using a real ass camera, right? Because I can see the guy's got a little zoom lens. You can change all this on the fly. I'm guessing there's got to be like a battery pack and like a broadcasting thing on it. What are they using for a camera on this? I'm so curious. He wasn't rage baiting. This Asmund scrambling to not let Yamato. No, I know, dude. Don't worry. I'll find the original video eventually. I'm not retarded, don't worry. Let's see. We got a dog today to ward off the haters. Okay. This was 3 days ago.
What do you want, man?
Let me say it again.
He already said his piece.
Pirate.
Go on.
Oh,
Yeah, I want to speak to him because I didn't speak to him correctly. I said it again. We all did mistakes, bro. Like I didn't say.
I think we watched this on Soda's stream.
About the zero accountability is what makes us so mad.
There's no zero accountability, dude. Everyone can do something better. But when you open up and you yell over another person like you were doing,
speak?
Nah, I'm good.
You
see ya. I'm not doing that shit again with him. Nah, he did it the first time. I'm not doing it a second one. Not interested.
We've got the trans people coming out against Pirate Software now. We got, what is this?
Blink distance, even. We can't have that happen. Yeah. This guy sounds like he takes criticism well. You sound like you want to talk to me about it in the unban request. You're just shit stirring. I'm just going to get rid of you.
Got him.
Yeah, that's ridiculous behavior. Yo, what up?
Yo, what's up, bro? Big drama
Yo.
today, Pirate. I'm hearing big drama,
know,
big
dude.
things.
I know, dude. The first dungeon we went in there made no sense. They wanted to skip the second one because they didn't know you needed frost oil and the thorium widget. And I was like, okay, I thought we had that because you said you wanted to do Diarmall, right? So that's kind of its standard, as you know, to go bring the resources to put the trap if you're doing a tribute run. Didn't have that. They wanted to skip past it. So we tried to skip past it, but they weren't really clear about how they wanted to do that. We went up the ramp. It pulled a whole bunch of shit. And that was it. It was like, we got to get out. So
Bad vibes.
Collapses. Yeah, bad vibes. Super bad vibes. They rebuild it. They get a thorium widget and a frost oil. So I was like, okay, maybe they got their shit together. We're going to try this again. They decided to run it up center on that first area with the first boss. I've never seen that route before. I've never had anyone go that route ever at all. It's always to the left. It's always around the safe way, right? And in that, they pulled a pack on the ramp. I had about a little bit less than half mana at that point. They had 2 packs and the boss at the same time. And
how long does WoW take to learn if you're playing for the first time? This shit seems insanely complex. In the same way that anything seems insanely complex if you've never played before. Not to shit talk anybody, but my guess is going to be this World of Warcraft Classic is probably fairly simple to learn. Your most difficult things are probably like your big raid things together, but even that's probably not that hard. Games from a long time ago were not as hard as they are now, depending on the game that you're talking about. It's classic. Yeah.
They're sitting there fighting these 2 packs, and the boss is coming, and he's clearly marked. And I was like, what are you doing, man? That doesn't make any damn sense. So at that point, it was like, okay, well, I'm going to start casting to try and, do damage, blow out all my mana. I still have mana gems, still have robe. And at that moment, they start calling, run. I have, one of them said he had a target dummy. He throws the target dummy down. We actually went and watched the VOD to make sure that he did. And he threw the target dummy down, and we start running out. They kept calling run, and then it's blame the mage. And it's like, dude, none of this shit would happen. None of it would happen if that poll wasn't made. That poll was insane. You don't do 2 packs and a boss in Dire Maul and expect everyone to live.
Okay.
And especially not that boss.
Yep.
And if you look at where I could have gone back into Frost Nova, I could have, but I probably would have died doing it. And the reason why is all of those enemies were physical, and I'd have to run past that boss to Frost.
Watching Destiny comment on gaming is a bit like watching Asmodee comment on politics, with the difference being that I used to be a professional StarCraft 2 player, and I have a huge history of gaming, but nice try, dipshit.
Frost Nova, and then run past that boss again to do it, because the dogs were already behind at that point. People were saying that there was another patrol that got pulled on the way out too, but I didn't see that yet.
Yeah, there was.
Pirate, am I allowed to?
Oh, shut up, Yamato. Shut the fuck up. You already speak your piece. He gets to talk as well. Okay? Don't speak. Okay, so the first thing was, the one thing I made was, if you take nameplates off, you take away your POV, instead of Ozzy being the tank, if it was Tonka Tonk and it was just my POV, who gets blamed? The tank. He ran through the middle. He pulled. He didn't back up. You got another patrol. You guys weren't. Nobody was paying attention. The boss didn't pull. The diamond slowly walked up. The boss didn't pull. Call was made to run. You ran. People were trying to. Yamato was trying to run. Sarah ran. Everybody ran. Whatever. I think I don't really play mage, but from what I've gathered with everything, I think there was a world where you do more to help. But at the end of the day, it was a terrible pull. Call was made to run. Your hours are on the line. I don't know if you know these.
I will contribute to a fund for this. I legitimately believe this. I think that if you force Tyler 1 to take an IQ test, I think that he would get 145 plus. I don't know why or how God decided to gift this oddly head-shaped man with the brains that he has, but I legitimately believe that Tyler 1 would have 145 IQ plus. This guy is... There are very few people who can just throw themselves at a thing and like iteratively improve and learn across like a variety of things. And he's just, what did he get up to in chess? Did he really get to, people are saying 1900, 1950? And he started at like a legit like fucking 700 or something, right? He's just got, oh, people are saying 300. What's the one chess.com that starts you off at like 1,000 and then you like rank down to like 700? He's just so, he's got the brain, man.
People too well, but you don't want to lose your character more than anybody else's. That's my understanding. Is that you didn't want to die? Is that correct?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Nobody wants to die, right? Like this is hardcore world level 60, right? And of course I didn't want to die. And what I saw from that situation was there may be something more I can do here, but the risk is too high right now.
Yes.
Because we had already done a poll like that in the first round. We'd done a poll like this in the second round. And that's why I'm on the fringes casting rank 1 Blizzard at the very end. And I higher rank Blizzard before that to try and do damage to the dogs, but I had to cancel it almost immediately. Got like 1 tick off. Because that boss is immune to CC. And it's like, dude, I'm not going to die to that shit.
So this was 2 days ago. I don't know how many times people have clarified this, but he keeps saying the boss was immune to CC. I feel like sometimes when you're arguing with a gaslighter, they will focus on and fixate on a thing that you've already addressed and that's not relevant to the problem over and over and over again. It wasn't about CCing the boss. It was about CCing the ads, right? It was about CCing the smaller creatures. He keeps saying this thing over and over again about the boss, but it wasn't about the boss. It was about all the ads. I don't know why he keeps focusing on this. The boss can't be CC'd thing.
I just can't at that point. It's too high risk.
I think, I think if afterwards, I think people are just like pissed off because everybody watched the VOD back. They're like, well, no, he could have technically done this, technically done that, technically done this. Like, I get it, but it's a panic situation. You're sprinting for your life. You don't want to die. You don't know if you're going to turn around and live or what's going to happen. Just get out safely. Keep your character. I get that.
Yeah,
I think people
also
are upset because afterwards you were like, well, I didn't do this. No, it wasn't my fault. At the end of the day,
it's also even worse than that though. Like, because everybody else has a bird's eye view. They can see everybody's position. They can see exactly how many mobs are there.
Yeah.
I saw the entire wave come in and I got the hell out after casting my stuff. I don't know how many mobs are on there. I don't know this whole situation. No one's communicating that shit over comms.
Yeah.
We don't know how many dogs there are. And at that point, it's like, okay, I can pop all the rest of my resources, go back in and maybe die. Why would I want to do that at that point? That is so risky in a complete unknown fog of war with these guys dying.
Is this like an elite, like brand new dungeon released, never before seen content, cleared, first time, world first? Like, what? I might be retarded, but I like what it sounds like he's speaking like this. Who knows what could have been beyond? Or if you're that scared, then ask. I guess no, or ask the raid leader, ask the tank, or ask whoever's up there. No, could he not if he needs to? Like, I don't know. Okay.
I've killed a lot of people, bro. Trust me. I know. It is what it is. It is.
Oh yeah. Most of what's been happening is we got like a bunch of chat hoppers. So people jumped over from like other chats. We went from about 20,000 viewers to about 30,000, about 33,000, I think is what it peaked out at. We've banned thousands of people already because they're just coming in just talking shit.
Yep.
And it's just like, damn, dude. Yeah.
Yep. Wow, viewers. I've killed 8 people and I get so many. Dude, I'm going to say more time. If Ozzy's name was Talk, he gets all the blame. I'm just saying. Yamato, what do you want, bro?
Oh, and by the way, the other thing that I was thinking about too, you've seen my enchanting, right?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, you can't ask me about. I don't know shit about mages. I'll be honest, bro.
No, not mages, professions.
No, I don't know. I know what professions are. I just don't know what they do at what level.
I have 300 enchanting, 300 tailoring. I'm one of the primary enchanters in the guild. I have hundreds of large brilliant shards in my bank. We'd lose all of this as a guild.
Yeah, okay, I can see it. It's right there. So you just want to die. I get it. I understand.
Not at all. Yeah.
I told people.
Oh, so Tyler One is like honed in on this after listening to him, right? And you can tell by the way he's speaking. So I think what I was saying earlier, I think was pretty correct too. This isn't about like, did he make good decisions or could he have done anything better? He was just afraid to lose his character. That's what it sounds like. He was afraid to lose his character. But then you can just say that. No, like, again, to reiterate, nobody's mad about what happened. Maybe at the moment, some people are a little mad about what happened, but what everybody's mad about is the refusal to accept any responsibility afterwards and then gaslighting everybody about what actually happened in the situation. Like, if he would have just said, I fucked up, I really didn't want to die, maybe I panicked, whatever, then nobody would be talking about this. It would be done in 12 hours.
People to play for themselves, that's fine. I think that's what people are pissed off about. That you just didn't just come out and say, guys, I didn't want to die. It is what it is. So.
Oh, of course I didn't want to die.
Yep.
Like, that's a given.
Yeah, I understand. All right.
It's not really what okay.
All right. What, Yamato? What do you want, man?
Let me say it again.
He already said his piece.
Pirates.
Go on.
Yeah, I want to speak to him because I didn't speak to him correctly. I said it again. We all did mistakes, bro. Like I didn't say. We are just blaming you. It's about the zero accountability is what makes us so mad.
There's no zero accountability, dude. Everyone can do something better. But
then the next question from Yamato should just be, okay, we agree then. Wait, then what do we disagree on? Okay, in that case, do you agree that fleeing immediately was something that in the moment you could have done something differently? And it would be fair that if we encounter a future situation, we could expect you to do that. That's all that has to be. And then you're done. Then he either says like, okay, yeah, I probably could have done something differently. Yeah, that was a mistake. That was a misplay from my part. And then that's the only thing that needs to be said next.
When you open up and you yell over another person,
can
like
I
you were
speak?
doing, nah, I'm good.
You joined the call. See, like he's so egoistical. It's insane. But this,
wait, did he just do that same thing, or was I listening to an earlier clip, or was that in the background? He just said, "Nah, I'm good." Wait, what? Hold on.
Zero accountability, dude. Everyone can do something better. But when you open up and you yell over another person,
can
like
I
you were
speak?
doing, nah, I'm good.
You joined the call. See, like he's so egoistical. It's insane. But this guy's ego is.
Okay, it is.
Why are you protecting?
Oh, different point of view. Oh, wait. The call that he left was one with Tyler 1? Isn't Tyler 1... Aren't Tyler 1 and Soda... Dude, I'm so barely following any of this. Aren't these guys like the leaders of the guild or whatever? Ooh. That's real bad. I thought that was just like a one-on-one Discord call. I thought that like Yamato would like Discord call them to argue about it. I didn't know this was in front of... Oh, that's so much worse. Because this is your guild. Like you give a full explanation of what happened to your guild leader who's here. It sounds like he's here to moderate the conversation. And then you just like rage quit the call. Holy shit.
I'm protecting him. He ran and... Dude, he has an ego. Yes, but he ran and lived and stayed on the character he wanted to do. Like
I want him to have accountability and say, yes, I did a mistake there. Or like, okay, sure, guys, I'm sorry for like ratting. He literally has zero accountability. And that's the entire thing why people are mad.
But I came in here and I talked to him and he did say he messed up.
Did he? Wait, when I missed that. Was it, maybe it was earlier and I missed it? I don't know. Really, I'm too lazy to go back and listen to this. Fuck. Okay, we're at 52:15. Don't forget that.
Oh, I did this, I did that. I think the problem is that people have a big issue with is after something happens, nobody's...
He said everyone could have done better. That's not an admission of fault, though. That's a useless statement that is supposed to placate people while not admitting any mistakes in your own. Saying everybody could do better is like saying everybody, like nobody's a perfect player. That's not admitting to a mistake.
Likes to say, yo, I f***ed up. And I think people have more of a problem with people saying, not being like, no, I did nothing wrong.
That's all he said? There's nothing else in here? Okay, yeah, that's bullshit. Tyler 1 shouldn't be saying that, and that's just not true.
And say, yes, I did a mistake there. Or like, okay, sure, guys, I'm sorry for like ratting. He literally has zero accountability. And that's the entire thing why people are mad.
But I came in here and I talked to him and he did say he messed up. But you cannot come, dude, you cannot, listen, you cannot talk to everybody like you talk to me and expect them not to just instantly mute you. Especially if you don't know him.
I'm trying to normally talk to him.
What do you mean? Well, hold on. They're in the same fucking guild. And this guy might have just made a mistake that wiped 2 of your fucking party members. I think that in an ideal world, you're always nice and kind to people for sure. But like, there is some understandable frustration here for sure. Especially when you get into a weird world where this is such a new dynamic that didn't exist. Well, I say now, I guess, like 15, 20 years ago. You also are in this weird world where you have like the streamer ego. Like back in the day, how good or bad you were at a game just has to do with how good or bad you were at the game. With maybe, unless you're a girl and people give you shit, I'm just half kidding. Like, but for the most part, you won or lost on the merits of how good you were. That was a joke what I just said because girls didn't play video games 20 years ago. Okay, so these days, when you've got streamer egos, things get way worse because now a streamer might think he's way better at the game than he actually is because he's got a fan base to suck him off. So now you're dealing with a guy who made a mistake, who has the ego of a really good player, who's not a really good player, and he doesn't even have a reason to think he's a good player. Like, there's just so much more going on here in terms of social dynamics.
Okay, but you come in really aggressive. Not everybody's like
how
bro.
He came in. Did you see what he started with? The conversation. He said, they, not one me. That's the
No,
issue.
he said he messed up.
No, that's the issue. This guy's egoistical as
okay, look,
insane amounts of ego this guy has.
Yes, I don't disagree. But he did admit mistake.
He didn't.
Yes, he did. We just heard it. He said he messed up. He said he could have done more to save people. He was worried about his character. That's what
I didn't hear him say those first 2 things. If he did, then it was in an earlier part that I didn't listen to.
he just said. What else do you want to say?
Okay, if you say so, bro. I heard something different.
All right. What's up, Ozzy?
Yeah, I just want to say,
take, bro.
No, I take responsibility for that.
Go to 48.
Yeah,
30.
I mean,
100%. Nobody wants to die.
With everything.
Okay.
I think there was a world where you do more to help, but at the end of the day, Yamato was trying to run, Sarah ran, everybody ran, whatever. I think, I don't really play mage, but from what I've gathered with everything, I think there was a world where you do more to help, but at the end of the day, it was a terrible poll, calls made to run, your hours are on the line. I don't know if you know these people too well, but you don't want to lose your character more than anybody else's. That's my understanding. Is that, you didn't want to die, is that correct?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Nobody wants to die, right? Like this is hardcore world level 60, right? And of course I didn't want to die. And what I saw from that situation was there may be something more I can do here, but the risk is too high right now.
Yes.
Because we had already done a poll like that in the first round. We'd done a poll like this in the second round. And that's why I'm on the fringes casting rank 1 Blizzard at the very end.
No. You have to understand the difference between a prospective call versus a retrospective call. What they're asking him to admit to is a prospective call. Nobody's saying that if you go back knowing everything you know now, is it possible there could have been a better action that you had done? Answering yes there is not actually taking accountability because nobody can see things with perfect hindsight. The question is if we go back in time at that exact situation without knowing what you know now, are there better decisions that you could have made? And it sounds like he's saying no. I didn't know the first ramp got pulled, the second ramp, whatever the fuck these, I don't know, ramps of mobs or whatever, or ads. Like, I didn't know I had to run. I was so scared or whatever. That's what it sounds like he's saying. He's not saying that he made any mistakes. He's saying, well, with perfect hindsight, there might have been things I could have done better. I don't think that's an admission of saying he actually made a mistake. So anyway, unrelated question. If a company started off being employee-centric, but then began corporatizing, gradually cutting benefits, mentioning the bottom line more, do you think it's worth it to stay, or does it signal the end? Bro, that's such a general question. There's no way I can answer that.
And I higher ranked Blizzard before that to try and do damage to the dogs, but I had to cancel it almost immediately. Got like one takeoff.
He did at least admit that he was worried about losing his character, though. You know what? I'm not even, unfortunately, and I'm not trying to be a hater, but I'm not even going to give him that because he doesn't even phrase it as though he's worried about losing a character because of the hours he's invested in it. He keeps doing this weird side cope of, I didn't want to lose this character because it's so important to the guild, guys. We only have 9 other enchanters and I have like medium rare like equipment. Like we wouldn't want, like I have so many random like medium rarity crafting materials, guys. Like what are we going to do if I die? Like there's no way the guild survives only 9 other enchanters. Like I don't buy that. No, that's bullshit. To say that he was just worried about dying, I don't believe that. I think he's trying to phrase it in a way that makes him seem selfless. Okay, what else?
He messed up.
No, that's the issue. This guy's egoistical as
okay, look,
insane amounts of ego this guy has.
Yes, I don't disagree. But he did admit mistake.
He didn't.
Yes, he did. We just heard it. He said he messed up. He said he could have done more to save people. He was worried about his character. That's what he just said. What else do you want to say?
Okay, if you say so, bro. I heard something different.
All right. What's up, Ozzy?
Poor Yamato. Feels like he's getting gaslit, but I don't know enough about what to say. So
yeah, I just want to say,
your take, bro.
No, I take responsibility for that. Honestly.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously people could play better, but he is our guild enchanter, and I just feel bad that Snuppy and Sarah died because I would have died if they didn't turn around.
Yeah, for sure.
The thing is,
so I take blame. Well, I just wanted to say, go ahead, actually.
Ozzy, why the f did you guys run to the middle, and why the f did you pull?
Because after we fucked the first time, and this is gonna sound really stupid, but I was thinking like, okay, if we just clear it quickly, this first one, the other one, we can skip the boss, and go straight. Because I've done it before with other groups where you just do that really fast, but I should have realized it was like not an advanced group. I'm just gonna say it wasn't an advanced group.
No, it wasn't. That's what I'm
so I should have I took the super long safe round. Yeah. Plus, I woke up as instantly as I got on. Yamato was like, Dire Maul, and I went, and then I was like, do we have the frost oil and shit? And then it was like, I should have left after the first one. Vibes were off, but I just want to say I don't blame Pirate for anything here, and I don't want to like, no hate on the guy or anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, as I was saying, like, dude, at the end of the day,
suck up.
No offense to you. Why the f didn't you pull back after that first mob? Like, that, you should have backpedaled. Holy shit.
I should have backpedaled. I'm fried, dude, because everyone thinks I'm a sweat, but I've been playing this game for a year and a half.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a grinder, but I'm not really like a technical kind of guy.
Yeah, and then
I'm the guy in the coal mine, but I'm not like the foreman.
Oh, that makes sense. I think the fielders, like, whatever, that's what kind of put everybody into a panic. And then,
yeah,
you know, I get Pirate. He didn't want to die, bro. I don't think he wants to. Like he said, he didn't want to die.
Bro, no one wants to die.
Yeah, I get it.
What a stupid argument.
Die, but
am I crazy to think that being a streamer would naturally give a person main character syndrome? Yeah, it's difficult though because like it's kind of like being black in the United States. I'm just kidding, half kidding. The issue with being a streamer is that there are a lot of reasons why it can make you think. There's a lot of reasons why it can make you think. Wait, hold on. Fuck, wrong command. there's a lot of reasons why it can make you think you're better than you actually are, but you're also taking more criticism than every other person ever. So it can probably be hard to pick out like when you're actually at fault or when you've made a mistake versus when other people are just being too rough on you because you're a streamer. So there's like a lot of like on both ends, it's very difficult to tease out like what's actually going on there.
You know, some people aren't the guy that turns around and saves everybody's life, bro.
I know. Listen,
not everybody's the hero, dude.
Yeah.
I think Yamato, you assume that everybody thinks like that, but it's not how it works.
Yeah, I assume that there's at least like some humanity in some people, but some people are just so egoistic and sociopaths that you can't deal with it.
Okay, that's what I'm go too hard. Let's not go too hard. Listen, Yamato, I know you're based and I like you. I like having you in the back pocket because I know you'll stay to the end.
I did save you though, also. Did you see that?
You did. You literally saved. You said, come back, heal me. You saved me. You kind of, it's kind of like a 2-for-1 trade.
Well, I mean, it's not just like ego or whatever, but dude, okay, people have to be in those situations a lot. We've been in so many dicey situations. Like, obviously, you're going to react better than somebody who's probably isn't in those a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the issue that people have with Pirate isn't that he reacted poorly. It's that he makes himself seem like this like elite god. Like we're so lucky that he came down from heaven to grace us with his presence in the streamer world, or from the programming world, or from the where he like single-handedly created Mint or he single-handedly compiled the x86, x64. I'm just saying random tech words. Like it's like that's the issue, I think.
So. Because it's like, yeah, because eventually you are going to have a dicey situation no matter what. Like people are saying pull better, but like eventually you're going to have those moments. It's just if you clutch up or not.
Yep.
But I just want to ask if you could just give Snoopy, he ran it back. He died on his druid, ran it back. Just give him a shout out, just help him out because I don't have as much influence. In
Snoopy?
Yes, it's SNUPY.
Guys, go check out SUNPY Snoopy. He's the druid that died. The vibes were atrocious. I don't know why these idiots even went back in.
Yeah, and
he did run it back, respect.
I don't know what Sarah's Twitch is.
I've never seen her in my life, by the way.
I know. I think it was a guy, actually.
Oh.
It was like Infester or something.
Oh.
Oh, we're so sorry to hear about your brother that passed away. He gets 5 big booms. Boo! 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 Oh, we're so...
My brother committed suicide. I just arrived home. What? Okay.
Basically have to evocate to get your mana back for the next pull. Oh.
Reminded me, I sorry, I don't play the game, so I forgot.
Uh-oh.
If you remind me, I can help you.
Yeah, it's too bad I'm the only mage in the party. You're right, Jen. If only someone else would cast Arcane in. If only.
I'm guessing Lucari has a lot of context. This is older when Lucari just started. Oh, okay. He's brand new at the game. Okay, gotcha.
Can't really keep wishing for things that just aren't here, though.
That's true. That's true. Can't wish for the rogue. Can't wish for another mage to cast Arcane in.
Yeah.
Brother, may I have some oats? Oh, since we have 2 mages, we could probably poly the ads.
Wait, we have 2 mages. Oh, man.
Yeah, I can poly.
Here I've been the only one casting Arcane in. Incredible.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's wild, right?
Jesus. Wait, do they hate each other? Or is Pyra just like really autistic? Lucari didn't even know the dude before this. Damn.
Tonka Pirate told you last week what he would do in this exact situation?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I think it takes away from the game, and I think it takes away from the experience, and it leads people to be like, "Oh, he could just petri out. This isn't that scary."
Yeah,
and to be real with you, some of the best moments that I've had inside of dungeons are because, "Oh shit, we're all going to die if we don't execute this perfectly," and we hardened up at that moment. We kicked some ass, and we got to live. You know, I've made it all the way to 60 now.
Oh, that's a terrible oof.
It's not like that. That's like when a group says run, it doesn't mean run. Everyone knows that. If I'm in a 5-man and I'm like, run, boys, that doesn't mean you just sprint out. That means you get everyone out. Everyone knows that. And it seems like a lot of people don't understand that on Twitter. Like that run, like you can't... Are you going to type like, guys, we are dying. Let's make sure we get everyone outside. Like you write run. Like now it's time to jet and we're getting everyone out. Yeah, everyone knows that play WoW. I just because I saw some comments on Twitter and people are like, they said run. I'm like, bro, it's not like that. And that's like when a group says run, it doesn't mean run.
All right, we've got.
Because he has like this high and mighty attitude, like he's better than you when he's not.
Uh-oh.
Remember he's like talking down to me in that dungeon in SM? You remember that? You guys remember that shit? Why do you play mage when you don't like support the team and make water and buff people? Bitch, I'm new. I fucking didn't realize the buff ran out, pussy. And then fucking fast forward 2 months later, this nigga doesn't even know how to press Frost Nova. Fuck yourself, bitch.
Oof.
Go talk my shit. Fuck him, man. I still remember that shit when he was talking that shit. Acting like he could play mage better than me when he's dog shit at the game.
Ooh.
Shit's crazy, bro. You kidding me? Fuck that guy. Oof. I still remember that shit. It fucking pissed me off.
Damn.
That's why people don't like him, because he has a high and mighty attitude. He has like the ego, but it's like an unjustified ego. Because he has like this.
Game. We'd love to have your opinion.
I think we should get Summit's opinion first.
Yo, fuck PirateSoftware's a bitch! Little pussy ass bitch! Fuck him!
Damn.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
what makes us all thinking it? We're all thinking it.
That was 15 hours ago. This was 13 hours ago. Now, apparently, Soda Poppin has made the decision to kick, as of yesterday, I believe. PirateSoftware has been kicked from the guild, meaning basically there's no more reason, I think, to play like WoW Hardcore, right? He's gone.
See, I'm the one that made the call. I actually am the one who linked Soda. Because I saw the, I will take responsibility. I saw the post on LSF. Or, well, someone linked it to me. One of my friends was like, dude, this guy is actually out of his mind. And I saw what he said. I was kind of like, I messaged Soda. I was like, we gotta talk to this guy. I didn't say we have to kick him. I literally was like, we gotta talk to this guy. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with him, but he can't be acting like this. And then Chance was like, yo, we'll just get rid of him. I was like, okay.
All right. So what's going on? Why do people care so much? Why does it matter that much? Well, wait, what's this? Hold on. We're about to find out. I'm about to demonstrate.
Would you care to elaborate on what's going on? I have no idea and feel lost.
Sure. A bunch of people were really pissed off that I played World of Warcraft Hardcore, and I was blamed entirely for a bad pull.
Nobody. I didn't hear a single clip of anybody blaming him entirely. So now we're in the gaslight phase of the, I guess, of the system, right?
Basically, the tank overpulled, pulled 2 packs and a...
Fuck! The really epic thing is I was going to say... I knew this was going to happen. Fuck! I was going to say earlier that the funny thing about this disagreement is that whenever PirateSoftware in the future talks about what happened, he's going to say, the reason I got kicked out of the guild was because everybody wanted to blame me for a thing when I said that all of us could have, done better and I admitted mistakes, but they were unhappy for some bullshit. Fuck. This is always the next stage with these kinds of people. It's always the next stage.
The tank overpulled, pulled 2 packs and a boss. We all played like dog shit going from there on. The druid butt pulled another pack on the way out. The call was made to run. I ran, and I ran further than other people wanted to, and then the call was made to not run. So I didn't run back in. And
I ran further than people wanted me to.
At that point, it felt like there was no reason to run back in. At that point, I didn't really want to, and that's it.
Okay. Now, the real reason why people are super upset is because his response has been a little bit unhinged to the haters. Let's see if we got top post for the week. Oh, wait. So apparently he's trimming all of his clips so they all get like fucked now, or deleting them. So we got to click the mirrors.
I didn't get this deep. Stop feeding into it. All of the accounts that are messaging me are getting reported. There's a funny fact about this. I worked at Blizzard for 7 years. There's a whole lot of other people there that still know me. And all of these reports are going directly to them. They're well aware of the situation, and everybody who's messaging me, they're going to get read. It's kind of a dumbass thing to do. And I can't wait for all of them to get banned.
So this is just a real quick heuristic. It might not always be the case. However, anytime somebody says, I worked at X big company, if they don't give you a role, they were probably working some incredibly menial bullshit job that would be embarrassing if you knew what they worked. It means they probably don't know anything special or have any insight or anything that's like worth bragging about. That's almost always the case when somebody's like, I worked at X company. It's like, what'd you do?
And for all the content creators that were out there trying to cannibalize me to boost their numbers for a little while, that may work for now. But in the future, no one's going to want to do anything with you other than other people that also want to cannibalize you. You're going to surround yourself with assholes. That's going to be on you, bud. That's shitty for you, to be honest with you. And I feel bad for you.
Uh-oh.
Straight up.
Fuck, that's us.
So have your minute. Have fun. What is against TOS? What is against TOS is organizing hate raids on the platform, which is what a number of these other content creators have done live on stream while admitting that they're doing it specifically for content, that they're doing it so that they want to cause beef with me as a streamer so that they can get it for content in OnlyFans, and how to position themselves to cause those types of arguments to happen. Since it was all done live on stream, we've reported that.
Remember, a hate raid is when one person comes into your chat and says something mean. Some of these streamers are, I'm saying, like, disconnected. They're disconnected from even like ordinary streamer life. A hate raid is not when people get mad at you. A hate raid is not when like somebody, or even a lot of people from a fan base show up and be mean to you. A hate raid is when a streamer explicitly sends his fan base to you, or is like watching your content, directing his chatters to go and harass you or something. Like, that's a hate raid. So
on stream, we've reported that to Twitch. That's it, right? You're not supposed to do that. It's against TOS. Don't be a piece of shit. Basic stuff, dude. Basic shit. What is against?
Destiny, you don't think people getting this butthurt over Pirate not taking accountability is a little unhinged? Pirate is an idiot and I've never liked him, but he was not the reason people died during the raid. It was the dog shit tank pull. It kind of feels like if everyone lived, nobody would be talking about this, even if he still ran. It's because people died, they're mad and need someone to blame. If you legitimately think that, you're either a sociopath or you are so autistic that I legitimately believe you need to seek help. You have like an issue teasing apart like basic social interactions, or something is wrong with you. If that's your takeaway from this. People aren't mad because of what happened. They're mad because of his response to it. And if you can't separate that from your brain, I don't know if it's aphasia or some other type of like disability that your brain is like can't link things or whatever, but you need to go talk to a professional. Good luck.
Insane people on the internet. So I just banned and reported them. We've been doing bans across the Twitch channel. We've been doing batch reports up to Twitch. We've been taking all of this. We've been documenting all the content creators that are egging it on. Like, all of that shit is documented and reported. Okay, hold up. I'm going to say Death Note, but there's a moment when it should have stopped. And if you watch Death Note, you know exactly what moment that was.
Wait. He's got an int list. Wait, really? Was that real? Was that really his?
I would not consider Pirate Mage.
This is a meme? Okay. Just making
The
sure.
glorified Shadow Priest.
It's like he will more than happily just throw you to the fucking wolves and run over your corpse if he feels like it.
Yeah, I will say this is a pretty bad look. They're all like fighting here. Pirate's like turning the corner.
Pirate, why are you walking, bro? Oh.
What are you
doing?
All streamers who clowned on him banned from Twitch and Raw. Yep.
But he fucking panicked like a roach and did nothing for his group. Disgusting.
Yes, you are right, but I don't think this deserves him getting doxxed and harassed in the same way that you get for having genuine takes. I understand and agree that people are mad at him for how he denies any blame, but still, he doesn't deserve to be doxxed and harassed. Okay, I think I'm just going to perm ban for like the mega autistic things. I don't know why you're saying, but I don't think this deserves him getting doxxed and harassed. Who's saying that? I don't think anybody is. Anybody here? I don't think he deserves to get doxxed and harassed. Who's defending that? Like, why do you like? I don't know why you're phrasing this like you're giving a take in opposition to what anybody in here is saying. I'll unban you if you can email me and show me where like any part of my stream or my chat or anybody saying like, yeah, I think it's good that he's getting doxxed and harassed. What a fucking retarded comment.
And then he doesn't go back on it. He acts like it's the right decision.
Like, you're telling me, like, a rank 1 mage not actually needs to try frozen water. Like, you
And I can't wait for all of them to get banned. Yep.
Rip.
And a lot of it was from a rogue that was bitching the entire time about every goddamn thing that was going on except for his own play. But the mage is the one at fault because the mage is the hero class and the mage has to do everything perfectly. Everyone in that played bad.
Oh,
the druid pulled an extra pack on the way out. The tank chose to take us into a bad route through the entirety of the dungeon, pull 2 packs and the boss at the same time. I, as the mage, went into that fight with 40% mana, tried to use my resources, used them poorly, and got myself out when the call was made to run, which, by the way, was made by them as well. Everyone played badly. In fact, the only person who didn't was the healer. And I explained that in the Twitter post, but no one wants to hear that shit because they want it to be a double down, a triple down, a quadruple down. They want to have a villain. They want to have an enemy. They want to fight that shit into the ground. They want to send death threats to people over it because they're goddamn insane. Because this guild has turned into a content guild built on hate, not a content guild built on experiences. Because they're freaking monsters, dude.
Jesus, he was still in the guild at this point. Damn.
Sabu got left behind. Sabu is not paying attention. Sabu. God damn it, guys.
Watch
the no, he pulled the ocular.
He pulled the mobs with that ball of lightning, slowly traveling to the back. Oh. Uh-oh.
So one of you hold the ocular.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Why? Now half the raid is dead.
Uh-oh.
Was there a reason for that?
Uh-oh. Apparently it was him, and he's been shown the proof.
The lightning ball pulled... I cast lightning ball before that Oculus appeared, and half the raid was in the back because they pulled the wrong pack. I'm not...
Everybody in this situation is being fucking ridiculous. With that said, at Destiny, it's pretty obvious you have a problem with this guy, Lemeo. I assume because he rallied against you and Dan's Crusade. First of all, I don't even know if he rallied against me and Dan's Crusade. Secondly, it's not me and Dan's Crusade, it's Dan's Crusade. Thirdly, I don't think I've even said anything that unfair here. I think everything I've given is like a pretty standard gamer take on all of this for anybody that's ever played in like a team game, team environment ever. And Soda agrees with me, so I feel like I'm in the right.
Not at fault there. I'm correct there for doing that. 100%.
Wait, what is he? Hold on.
The lightning ball pulled... I cast lightning ball before that Oculus appeared, and half the raid was in the back because they pulled the wrong pack. I'm not at fault there. I'm correct there for doing that. 100%.
This was 3 weeks ago, by the way? Oh, no.
Absolutely not at fault there. When I cast the lightning ball, nothing else was there but the targets I was hitting, and the tank had pulled a completely incorrect pack from behind our raid, guys. That is not on me.
Ooh. Day 9's hopping on. Oh, no.
Pathogen says, so I heard Blizzard made more profit from a single WoW horse than all of SC2. I saw that clip. I genuinely think that guy is full of shit. I don't care if he says he worked at Blizzard and did that stuff.
Ooh.
I just think he's completely full of shit. I think it's such a catchy thing to say. I think it's such a catchy thing to say that completely
the stream was 9 months ago.
All sorts of stuff, and it's inaccurate.
I mean, before StarCraft 2 multiplayer came out, or co-op or whatever, that might be right. That might actually be true, but I don't know. I don't know 100% the details on all that. Okay, now link me. Give me the Asmongold. Give me the Asmongold take. Also, we've got some apologies. We've got this OnlyFans stuff actually sucks. Lots of weird attack posts and people taking it too far. Putting everything in one place and washing my hands of it after this. To start, here is the response about the Dire Maul run. From my perspective, I didn't feel I could save anyone else with the resources I had left, even with Managem and Robe cooldowns. Since the call to run was made, I followed the call and got as quickly as possible. In every other instance where shit has hit the fan, the shot caller has called specific targets, we locked in and nobody died. If you call run, then everything after is a shit show. Yamato pinned the entire thing on me, despite everyone making mistakes, and this rapidly spiraled into attacks both on and offline. I didn't ever hear the clip, unless there is one. I didn't ever hear a clip where everything was being pinned on him. Oh, Jesus. This is, that was from the 13th. This is later. This is on the 15th. The next few days was just tens of thousands of messages berating me, sending death threats, doxing, all kinds of shit. I don't think I believe this. This happened on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Steam, Reddit, Discord, and Overview. IP initiated phone calls all at the same time. Here are a few examples from just inside of WoW to give you some understanding. Literally nothing you can do, bub, but don't leave your house because we have people waiting for you at the grocery store. You're going to get stabbed. Hashtag BlizzCon 2025. Oh, damn. Okay, well, never mind. Maybe. Better hide your parents. When that one guy kills you and streams it, I'm going to jerk off your dead corpse. Jesus. Okay, well, maybe WoW people are unhinged. Getting 7-day game ban in 20-year-old game greater than father's head on a silver platter. Ahaha. Okay. All right, never mind. Maybe you did. Jesus. So what do you do in this situation? You start reporting and banning people. We took the 10,000 plus attack accounts, reported them all. Blah, blah, despite all this, I kept running with the guild and kept doing dungeons with people. Don't care. The idea that you shouldn't fight back, do anything to defend yourself is absurd. Absolutely do something about shit like this, defend yourself and report that kind of behavior. Okay, all right. Also, he's very, very, very obsessed with bringing up that he worked at Blizzard. I don't know why he does this. Each person in this group made mistakes, including myself. I have never once said I was perfect in my play, nor that I was a god gamer. I'm just an ex-Blizzard employee that has played Mage for a long time. Don't know why he feels the need to bring that up. Apparently he worked in QA. I don't know why he thinks that entitles him to mean anything special, but okay. Apparently somebody on my subreddit did a full breakdown of the apology. Deflection of blame, false equivalence, appeal to authority, gaslighting, minimization of responsibility, implied threat, verification of or vilification of critics, moral condemnation, feigning moral superiority, and victimization. There you go. Why is this seemingly small situation blown up to such a huge size? Like, do people really care that he fucked up in WoW? No, it's about his response to it. That's been the issue. What is it?
He was not even remotely close to getting to the entrance. There was no fucking shot that he would have made it down to the entrance. He died from hyenas? No. He died from hyenas because the boss kept him slowed because he had to stay.
Start from the beginning? I don't think I have to watch an hour of this.
All right, I like Thor. Let's go ahead and look at his situation. Oh, where are these losers getting mad at Thor from? Leaves call when asked to take accountability. When asked to take yes, obviously. Okay. So these are the two posts. I guess we'll watch the kill itself. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's watch it. All right, give me 1 second. I want to make sure I pause the music so we can actually hear this. Okay, so here we go, and we're gonna watch it. All right, so we got the rogue, and you got the mage in the back.
Yeah. Well, I got you. Run. Just run. Can you target dummy?
So
I can target dummy. Should I do it?
Just kill the massive. Yeah, target dummy.
So I don't understand.
Also, are you fine?
Did somebody do something?
Any grenades? Anything?
Heal him.
What, well, you shouldn't have. You're gonna have a bad day.
Snuppy, just run.
Snuppy?
Yeah.
About to get snuffed out.
Why are you walking, bro?
About to get snuffed out.
What are you talking about?
This is savageable. Come on, man.
Just kill the massive.
Innovate.
Use Nova, bro. Come on.
Kill the massives. We got this. A sense of
or something.
Do you see my mana? What am I supposed to do for you?
Just kill the massives. One shot. Okay,
more than way.
The massives can be ice novas.
Now we're gonna wait.
Nusara?
Oh, okay. All right. We gotta watch the rest of it. Okay, here we go.
We're gonna wait.
Nusara?
Oh.
So Sara dead.
Okay, get out.
Run.
Evocation's on cooldown, man.
I can talk.
How much mana is
as well?
There's no much mana.
You have a boss on you. You called one.
Slowed.
Fuck. Wait.
I don't think I cannot stun him. Also, I go.
Just run.
Does this milquetoast drama really deserve this level of coverage? You know what? Somebody sent me an interesting email. The title of the email was "Calling Deer a Horse." He said, "I'll be brief. Lately, you've seemed, I think he meant seemed. Lately, you've seemed more confused about the insanity that Trump is pulling. I'd like to suggest there might be a bit more method to this madness. Consider Zhao Gao, who cunningly usurped power from a child emperor over 2 millennia ago. Quoted from Wikipedia. Zhao Gao was contemplating treason, but was afraid the other officials would not heed his commands, so he decided to test them first. He brought a deer and presented it to the second emperor, but he called it a horse. The second emperor laughed and said, "Is the chancellor perhaps mistaken, calling a deer a horse?" Then the emperor questioned those around him. Some remained silent, while some, hoping to ingratiate themselves with Zhao Gao, said it was a horse, and others said it was a deer. Zhao Gao secretly arranged for all of those who said it was a deer to be brought before the law and had them executed instantly. Thereafter, the officials were all terrified of Zhao Gao. Zhao Gao gained military power as a result of that. End quote. I'm not aware of how much you thought about this, but I personally hope this concept would be more popular. I want us to be able to have this concept so we can, at the very least, better our examination of Trump's potential motives. To me, the idea of invading allies has felt like maybe Trump is indeed calling a deer a horse, testing whether everyone falls in line. I just think it's interesting sometimes when people are willing to agree with some things or go along with some things that are like clearly not the case. I think it demonstrates a particular mindset or a particular ability to think. So I don't know. It's interesting to see where everybody falls on things, even things that might seem inconsequential.
Is this who I think it is? Oh my God. I've watched this guy die in hardcore so many times. I don't know how it happens. And so anyway, what's this here?
Run out.
Okay, well somehow I think he actually survived. Ozzy somehow survived. Wow. Okay, so
the boss came.
Okay, so let's watch a little bit more context if it's possible. Yeah, sure. So let's look at how this clip happened. Okay, here we go.
When the spring comes by, they're not consuming a whole bunch of resources. It's
that, why?
It's the same thing that happens in the wild. You have animals that will die during that time period, and it's when the spring comes by, they're not consuming a whole bunch of resources. It's a normal thing. People, it's the same for humans too. Yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad. That is what it is.
Yeah.
Cycle of life, man.
No, there's a whale fell. If you, that's the best example of that Thor's talking about.
Have you seen the guy that's trying to actively reduce his age?
I know.
Brian Johnson.
I've seen this.
Brian Johnson. Yeah, I like Brian.
Boss coming too, watch out.
Yeah, well, I got you a wall.
Bro, look at this loser. It's probably one of my viewers too. This guy's in his chat. He's going, I see why you suck at league targeting. You can't even press a stationary button properly. The Roach Prince. Bro, you got these little cock boys sitting around starting trouble. That's it. Okay, so
I can target him, yeah. Should I do it?
Just kill the massive. Yeah, target him, man. Kill the massive.
No.
Also, are you fine? Any grenades? Anything?
Blast in.
Heal him.
Yeah, just heal me. Just come back a little bit.
What's on me? Sitting bear form?
Snuppy, just run.
I can help a lot. Yep.
Pirate, why are you walking, bro?
What are you talking about? Why
this is salvageable. Come on, man.
If it was salvageable, you shouldn't have called to run. Like, I mean, I'm going to be honest. You shouldn't have called to run if you thought it was salvageable. So, like, if you go and you say run, he's going to run. And so he used 2 blinks. He turned around. He fucking, look at this.
Also, you're fine.
He didn't need to do this. He did this. That's a fucking blizzard. You can see that. There's a blizzard. So
heal him.
Yeah, and then he turned around to blink. Obviously, so he could get away. Now, Snuppy here, this was a bad situation to begin with, right? But he was God. If they committed to the run instead of egoing the kills, people wouldn't have died. No, the mistake was made before the pull happened. Thor wasn't even he was at 60, 70% mana before the pull even started. And also, he is out of mana. He's a mage. He said he didn't have Evocate. Assuming he didn't have a potion, there's nothing he could have done to change the outcome of this at all. Thor was too busy yapping. They weren't locked in. Thor's not doing the pulls. They're doing the pulls. That's it.
Okay, everybody said that Asmon is like trolling or rage baiting is just autistic. Okay, so I don't know why, if there's like a basic social skill thing or what. Like, yeah, so Asmon is not trolling. Yeah, I don't know.
He could have Nova'd. He could have Nova'd. You're right. He could have Nova'd. He didn't Nova. They called to run. He turned around and he ran. He did a blizzard. Is there something that Thor could have done that may have increased the probability of this person dying? You know what's really funny? Is this mob immune to Nova? Because I bet it is. Because it's a boss, and bosses usually can't be rooted. It is. So it's immune to Nova. Okay.
Yeah, but again, it's not just the boss, right? I don't know if this is the case in like WoW, but like bosses aren't even the problem sometimes. Usually it's like the ads. Like the boss is just there to do a fuck ton of damage to make sure you're like a tank or whatever, but it's actually like ads that have like some kind of like disables or CCs or do like hyper DPS or whatever, but they're like really fragile or need you to do some special movement or whatever, right? Like it's not even the bosses that are the problem sometimes. I don't know if that's the case here or if that's the case in WoW, but.
Okay, so I guess not. Wow. Wow. So, okay, that's good. Look at his POV as well. If you want to link it to me, you can link it to me. That's fine. Thor wasn't yapping. I watched that stream. Well, yeah, he was yapping. They were all yapping. It's a fucking stream. That's what you do on a stream is you yap. That's what you do.
That's not what you do. And I mean, you can yap to your stream, but like your comms should be relatively disciplined, especially if you're playing like a hardcore anything, I would imagine. But
so somebody said, so it's Thor's fault for talking about wildlife, but it's not the other person's fault for talking about Brian Johnson? What's the logic here? They should.
Wait, am I crazy? It sounded like he was talking about wildlife or whatever, like during downtime. They weren't actively fighting or making calls or doing anything, no? Or
have pulled when people weren't full mana with a pull area that's as risky as this. It was a mistake to have done this pull. It was a mistake to have run away. Everything about it was a fucking mistake. That's it. They could have pulled back. But if somebody, I'm going to tell you, this is where I'm at.
Pirate Software doesn't mute his mic when he answers questions from his chat, even in dungeons. Oof. Okay, that sounds agonizing.
If somebody calls run, I mean, what I hear is get the fuck out of here. Hearth out, roach out, get the fuck out.
So it doesn't, I don't think that's what anybody means when they say run in any of these, probably in any game ever, but yeah. The real question is Asmund somehow this retarded when it comes to WoW, or is he being a dishonest fuck? Asmund, so I'm wading into drama here that I don't fully understand because I don't play any of these games, and I'm not even like big in the WoW section. But I think the biggest issues with Asmongold is that Asmongold farms these things called mounts, which are just very, very, very rare drops. But I think the farming for them is like benign. It's not like farming for what mythic level drops where you have to clear huge dungeons that require decent players, good gear, good coordination. I think they're just like things that are easy to just farm over and over and over again. Like, oh, you stand around for this one. Oh, yeah, it's not a difficult thing to do. So now there's nothing wrong with that. But like if you're farming mounts, it doesn't mean that that doesn't give you any creds to talk about like arena, like PvP or, you know, or like raids or dungeons or anything like that, right? That's the first thing. Now, the second thing, now I don't know if this is true or not, but like Asmongold, I think gets geared decently well on his character. And I think having good gear implies that you are doing these like high level dungeons. But the problem is I think he's usually just along for the ride. Like he's got like basically fans of his stream that are very good players and they basically carry him through dungeons. And if there are really good drops at the end, they'll like gift him drops basically. And so he's not like, I don't think anybody, and I don't think of being like, I'm not trying to be derogatory or mean here, but I don't think anybody considers Asmongold like even a really good World of Warcraft player. Like he might be like ordinary streamer good, or maybe even below ordinary streamer good. Like nobody's ever looking to Asmongold for like, oh, what does this guy do in PvP? Or, oh shit, has he figured something out like in a dungeon or he's just like a streamer guy who's like along for the ride and like farms cosmetics, I believe. Somebody said, this is incorrect, Destiny. He led a mythic raiding guild. He isn't very good, but this is okay. Maybe he did lead a mythic raiding guild. And I guess I didn't see that then. Okay.
Run means run. It doesn't mean retreat. It doesn't mean let's kite back. It doesn't mean wait a minute, let's see if we can recover this, or run back, hold up, wait a minute.
So it sounds like every single other player that's watched this has disagreed with this. And I mean, just from my limited gaming experience, I think probably disagree with this, but
it means wait, run away as much as you can. They didn't fully commit to running. They didn't. They couldn't have. This guy was dead, bro. He was dead. They might have been able to do something a little more. Yeah, you're right. They could have done something more. And this is the thing with hardcore WoW. People fumble footballs in the Super Bowl. I was watching a game, and this was on, I think it was fucking Christmas. And there was this guy, and he played for fucking UT, University of Texas, and he missed 2 out of 3 field goals. Holy shit, man. Are you kidding me? You just have to kick the ball. But you know what? It's so easy for me to say that, eating chips off of my stomach. Oh, wow.
I don't think anybody's saying this. Nobody's making this claim, but.
What an idiot. What a dumbass. I know how it is. Whenever you're in a situation where things are intense, shit is real. It's a whole different situation. I don't see any correlation. I do. High stress situations cause people to think more about survival and less about optimization. And they break down people's decision-making capabilities. That's what happens. Like, that's why you have like the choke artist.
Nobody cares if that happened. If it happened, then you just say that it happened. That's it. Then you just say, oh, fuck, I panicked. That's it.
Literally a vocabulary for this because of how common it is. They tend to overthink the outcome the higher the pressure gets. Yeah, of course, right? That doesn't absolve him. Well, let me ask you something. So I guess you're unhappy. Thor had enough mana to save someone easily. How could Thor have saved Mr. Bear? Go ahead. Let's evaluate this. Let's reverse engineer. How could Thor save Mr. Bear? No, it's all right. He's thinking it up. It's going to take some time. I'm not an expert. I never claimed to be. Yes, you did. Whenever you try, I am the expert. You're not the expert. You're right. I am. You're wrong. You want to talk about this? I know this. I know what's going on. You're a retard talking shit for no reason. For no reason. You're sitting in here arguing with me. You get called up to explain it, and you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Everybody can always play better. But to act like this is his fault is fucking ridiculous.
Nobody's doing that, I don't think.
Run was called. That is the message. If I hear run, I run.
Destiny, that chatter was wrong. Asmon never led the raiding guild. He was the guild master, but the raid leader was a different guy, and Asmon was just a DPS warrior in the core group, and eventually quit raiding because his chat would arrest him for being bad. Ooh, if you can give me the name of the person, if somebody in here, if he was never a raid leader and he was just a guild master, I'll permaban that person. I've already been saying that then. I permaban people. If you give like dog shit advice for something you should know better on, I'll just ban you for saying stupid shit. If it was in DGG, then go YouTube and kick chat. If you show me if that's actually the case, that he was the guild leader and not the raid leader, I don't know why you would even do that, but okay.
I don't kite the mobs. I don't root them. I fucking run.
So where's Asmon on the DPS meter? No offense, and not to shit on anybody. Also, I don't know fuck all about WoW, but who cares? You're DPS. If your job is to DPS and you just DPS, like, but it's not. I'm not being mean, but it's World of Warcraft. It's not Street Fighter. Like, did the DPS meter that he can cycle buttons on his keyboard fast enough? Like, that's still a completely different task from being a raid leader, right? Like, so I don't know why.
Run. This NPC is immune to CC. Snuppy didn't die from the other NPCs.
Also, as a guy who likes to play DPS-oriented stuff, okay, and would never admit it while playing, oftentimes, like, DPS boards and how good your DPS is really just a function of how well everybody else is playing, right? Like, in an ideal world where your team is playing perfectly, DPS is like the most brain-dead role ever. You're just like cycling buttons on your keyboard, and it's all of the supports and the tanks and everything that are actually doing the difficult work of like cycling and managing resources and everything else. You just have to not be a fucking retard, and you just stand there and you push buttons on your keyboard. But I don't know if it's like that in WoW or not, but like...
He died from the boss. He was not even remotely close to getting to the entrance. There was no fucking shot that he would have made it down to the entrance. He died from hyenas? No. He died from hyenas because the boss kept him slowed because he had to stay in bear form. He was probably getting dazed, and he couldn't use cat form to sprint away from everything, or the boss would have killed him. That's it. Play it? Yes.
Wait, just run?
Watch.
Help lot? Yep.
Watch.
Yep.
Pirate, why are you walking, bro?
He stopped. He shouldn't have stopped. You really think that you're going to stop and hold the line? Your mage is at 10% mana. Your healer is at 20% mana. You're not even at half health. The DPS isn't even at half health. He killed himself.
What are you talking about? Why
This is savage, but come on, man.
You?
Kill the mastiffs.
Use no one, bro. Come
Kill the
on.
mastiffs. We got this. In the sense of
Or something? Or something?
You see my mana? What am I supposed to do for you?
just kill the mastiffs. One shot. Okay, we
More
can
than
just
one way.
And they also pulled more. Keep in mind, they also pulled more. So watch this.
You see my mana? What am I supposed to do for you?
Just kill the mastiffs.
Get ready.
Okay, we
More
can
than
just-
one way.
What's that?
Okay, this is the thing that I don't like about why I feel like I have to learn everything about everything, because I can never trust people with experience. Because I think that, so Zanzel Fanton, who's a legendary memer in chat, okay, I'll give him the credit for that, okay? But I feel like it sounds like you know way more about World of Warcraft than me. But like, even like with the little bit of, I hate to use the term common sense, like as gaming experience I have, it sounds like what you're saying is literally fucking retarded. So you're saying, Asmongold is a coherent WoW player, but he's not that great. He has done mythic raiding. So this was my original claim. But just because you're surviving mythic raids, I don't know if that says anything about your skill level. My guess, and I'm pretty sure I'm right on this, my guess is that if you have a highly competent team of raiders, you can probably be a part of a mythic raid and you'll probably be okay, as long as you like know how to play the game. If everyone around you is really fucking good, my guess is you can carry one bad player through a raid. So saying that you were a part of mythic raids, in my mind, I don't play World of Warcraft, but I'm guessing that's probably like a noob. That's like a noob bait. Like, oh, I was a part of mythic raids. Good for you. That'd be my guess, okay? Number one. You said, number two, he was a guild leader for a mythic raiding guild Destiny. This is wrong. what does a guild leader matter? I'm guessing I can make an account and be a guild leader. No? Do I even have to be in the raids to be a guild leader? Do you even have to participate in a single event ever? Could you just be like the character that has the role for being the guild leader? Or... Okay, so that's an irrelevant comment. And then you said, this is incorrect, Destiny. He led a mythic raiding guild. He isn't very good, but this is wrong. He led it for almost the entirety of Legion. I mean, he's a huge fucking streamer. This has nothing, I don't know what this has to do with anything. There were like 70 to 100 people under him. Again, he's not a great player, but he was a coherent player. Saying all his gear is gifted is just wrong. Yeah, but like so was he literally never a raid leader ever? He was just the leader of the guild, and then he was DPS in the raids? Again, I don't know how hard this is. Maybe it is hard to just survive these raids. I'm not sure if other people are caring or not, but I don't disagree with that. He's not very good, but saying Asmongold never did high-level raids, he was just a mount farmer is wrong. That's what I was refuting. I don't know what you're refuting there. I don't think I've ever said otherwise. Asmongold was definitely in high-level raids. Destiny, I was refuting you saying Asmongold never did high-level raids. He was just a mount farmer. Did I say? I thought I said just the opposite. The accusation that Asmongold gets is that he was in high-level raids, but he was always like carried by other people. I don't know if I thought I said exactly that. Maybe I said the wrong thing, but my understanding is that the accusation that he gets is that he was in high-level raids, but he was always just carried because he was a big streamer. But I don't know, maybe not. I know that's how people talk shit about him, but
it's over. You gonna tell me that's Thor's fault too? He did this. Why would Thor do this to them? They could have run out. They should have run out. They said to run out. They changed their mind halfway through. It was a bad evaluation. Natural selection. Let's look at the other clips. One more. Pirate cannot admit fault. This is Tyler 1.
Yeah, I want to speak to him because I didn't speak to him correctly. I said it again. We all did mistakes, bro. Like I didn't say. We are just blaming you. It's about the zero accountability is what makes us so mad.
There's no zero accountability, dude. Everyone can do something better. But when you open up and you yell over another person,
I'm seeing lots of different things in chat about whether some people saying he was only good during a specific time. Some people saying he was good 10 years ago. Some people say he was never. I don't know what the actual truth is. All I know for sure is Soda Poppin' is much better. That's all I know. That's all I know for sure. Okay, I don't know how good Asmongold was. I guess.
I speak.
Nah, I'm good.
You joined the call? See, like he's so egoistic. It's insane what this guy's ego is.
Okay, it is.
Why are you protecting him?
I'm not protecting him. He ran in. Dude, he has an ego. He ran and lived in the what do you do? Like
I wanted to have accountability and say, yes, I did a mistake there. Or like, okay, sure, guys, I'm sorry for...
What was the mistake?
For like ratting. He literally has zero accountability. And that's the entire thing why people are mad.
Why people are mad? You mean you're mad? Hey, give me a second. No, this is the live one.
Yeah, I want to speak to him because I didn't speak to him correctly. I said... He literally saying what this guy's ego is.
Okay, it is.
Why are you protecting him?
I'll go back a little bit.
I have the other thing that I was thinking about too. You've seen my enchanting, right?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, you can't ask me about. I don't know shit.
There's about 30,000, about 33,000. I think is what beat that. We've banned thousands of people already because they're just coming in just talking shit.
Yep.
And like, it's just like, damn, dude. Yeah.
Yep. Wow, viewers. Bro, I've killed 8 people and I get so many. Dude, I'm gonna say one time. If Ozzy's name was Talk, he gets all the blame. I'm just saying. Yamato, what do you want, bro?
Oh, and but
how do you know Soda is better than Asmongold? Because I'm pretty sure Soda has been like actively playing like World of Warcraft in like a high level capacity for quite a while now. I don't know how much he does now, but I feel like a few years ago, I feel like at least I saw some do. And I think isn't he doing the raid leading on the OnlyFink stuff? I don't think maybe 10 years ago Asmongold did have that reputation, but I thought the reputation was just like Asmongold's just like a mount farmer. That's all he does. But
by the way, the other thing that I was thinking about too. You've seen my enchanting, right?
Oh, I don't know. Okay, you can't ask me about. I don't know shit.
Pirate can just never be wrong, which is what people don't like. What an irrational emotional response. What an irrational emotional comment. It has nothing to do about whether his behavior is or is not anything. Is he wrong? It doesn't matter. We're looking at this situation. We're evaluating this situation.
Asmongold is basically the XQC of WoW, a washed up, once high level player, never the best, far from the worst. I don't know if I would ever, and again, maybe I just don't watch XQC streams, but I don't know if I would ever describe XQC as like washed up. I think that usually when you talk about somebody being washed up, usually it's somebody who's like delusional about their current skill level, who overhypes the fuck out of themselves and was never as good as they say they were. I feel like, hasn't XQC relatively always been like, I don't think, has XQC ever like talked himself above what his skill level ever was? I don't know, maybe he has and I just missed it. I don't know. That's possible, I guess. I don't know, but he's talking about XQC in Overwatch? Yeah, no, even in Overwatch, though. I feel like even he's joked about like Winston made or whatever the fuck. But has XQC ever like falsely misrepresented like how good he was in Overwatch? I don't know, maybe, but
the outcome of this situation, reverse engineering what led to the situation occurring, it has nothing to do with what he said on a stream that made you mad 2 weeks ago. We're looking about this individual situation.
I'm mages, I'll be honest, bro.
No, not mages, professions.
No, I don't know. I know what professions are. I just don't know what they do at what level.
I have 300 enchanting, 300 tailoring. I'm one of the primary enchanters in the guild. I have hundreds of large brilliant shards in my bank. We'd lose all of this as a guild.
Yeah, okay, I get, see it. It's right there. So you just want to die. I get it. I understand.
Not at all. Yeah.
Some people have to play for themselves. That's fine. Some people are pissed off about that. You just didn't just come out and say, guys, I want to die. This is what it is. So.
Oh, of course I didn't want to die. Like,
no, but I think XQC would say he's as good now as he was back then, not recognizing that he's washed up. That might be the case, but I've never heard X give a take like that in my entire life. But I don't watch all the streams, so maybe he would. But XQC, like for all the personality problems or flexing or whatever XQC might have, I've never heard him give like what I perceive to be like a delusional gaming take ever. I don't think I've ever heard him do any of that before. But
that's a
What? So let me get this straight. People think that they think that what? I can't even believe this.
Given.
I understand.
Yeah, it's a given that you don't want to die. No fucking shit.
All right. What, Yamato? What do you want, man?
Let me say it again.
He already said his piece.
Pirates.
Go on.
You're going to say it again.
I can't tell how he misses the point on everything so much. I don't know if it's like intentional or...
Speak to him correctly. I said it again. We all did mistakes, bro. Like I didn't say it.
You all did mistakes. Yes, that's true. Everybody could have done something better. But this isn't like a 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%, 20%. It's like a 80%, 10%, 10%, 5%, 5%. Let's not
okay.
Fucking pretend like it's some, oh, well, everybody, yeah, we could.
I don't want to shit talk Asmongold, but like the reason why it's bad to do like percentages is like, let's say there's a person here. Let's say there's a building here, and if this building gets hit, it's going to explode. And then let's say that this person can block it, this person can block it, and this person can block it. But it's this guy's job. Let's say that he actually fumbles, he fucks up hard, and he misses like a really easy block, right? That's 100% on him, all right? But is this like a 100, like all the odds add up to 100%? Because the second guy could have blocked it too, but we wouldn't say it's like 100% on him. And this third guy could have blocked it, but we wouldn't say it was 100% on him, right? Like there like lots of people at any point in time can be involved in a particular thing. It doesn't add up to 100%. It's just like a weird way to analyze the situation, I guess. This is what it means to play like team things at a high level, I think, but...
It was 110% Mrs. fault. That's what I meant to say. And so, yeah, no, anyway, what my point is that the vast majority of the blame here, I do not think that there's anything that Thor could have done to have changed the outcome of that fight.
Oof, okay. I'm going to go with Soda Pop in here. I'm going to say probably, but...
I don't think so. So that boss...
Yeah, just blaming you.
Has, I believe, 23,000 health. Is that correct? 47,000. There is no way you could have killed him. Was it Fingus? Oh, was it Fingus? I got it wrong. Okay. Okay, still 47,000. Sod is 47.
That's in the context of a normal fight and not running away safely. I think that's where he's breaking down. Where in a normal combat you have clear goals for each role, which are not the same when you are running away. My guess is going to be there are probably very clear goals when running away as well. My guess is going to be that obviously you're not aggroing any new mobs. Second guess is you might be letting, I don't play WoW at all, but there might be like some things where you're running away, other mobs will reset and regain HP that you wouldn't want if you were to continue to push, but that's fine since you're trying to repeat. There's probably like ways that you can disengage or spells that you can cast or things you can do to escape from mobs that you would never cast where you were trying to push forward or trying to like clear a dungeon. Like there's probably a ton of different things that, or at least a few different things you do while trying to retreat versus trying to like clear would be my guess. So, but
the normal's 23. Wait, what?
Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know. I remember him having 23,000 health. Thor had 2x, rank 1 Nova, and Cone of Cold. He did none of those. You're right that he did none of those because run was called. When run is called and then the druid stops running, who's wrong? What are we talking about? Miz. Yes, exactly. Fucking exactly. We thought 100% would have made it out if they didn't pull that other pack. That other pack on healer killed him and the druid. That's actually a great point.
Another thing too, and I don't know 100%, but it might be that Asmongold also maybe has never played hardcore. I don't know. I don't know how normal. Isn't hardcore just a classic thing? I don't think anybody would ever play hardcore like in retail, right? So maybe that's like in a softcore game, like if you die, who cares? Like, because it's not as big of a deal. So it might actually be. Actually, here's the thing. I'm sorry, I could be. So this might be a thing I'm totally missing. It might be that in softcore, you never ever try to like controlled retreat from a dungeon. It's just like when you call run, everybody literally just runs away. It's like, fuck, okay, if you die, whatever. It doesn't matter, right? Because I don't think in softcore, I don't think it matters much if you die, right? So that might be the case that it just doesn't matter. Who cares? Maybe.
So, and I also want to, yes, thank you so much, because I'm going to explain how not running out was even worse for them.
Just kill the master.
So the way that these NPCs work is they have a mechanic that's called social aggro. Now, what social aggro does, we're going to get out, this is an education, okay? A lot of people don't understand this. Okay, so this right here is an ogre.
You don't even call run in softcore? Okay, gotcha. You just go for a wipe and then you die and reset. I'm a firefighter. I know so much about firefighting, 20 plus years of experience, and I tell everyone about it constantly. Let me tell you a funny story. Once me and my family were cooking dinner and the stove caught fire. It wasn't my fault. I had all of my equipment available, except there was a slight shortage of foam in the house, or in the hose. I had extra close by, but who cares? One of my kids yelled, run, run, run. So of course I ran out and didn't look back. 2 of my 3 kids couldn't get out in time and died. I wasn't the shot caller, and regardless, there was nothing I could do. Luckily, my boss, Zach, also a firefighter, but he hasn't practiced the profession in the last 10 years, had my back.
And so this is an ogre.
Okay, everybody wants to spam this up and watch this.
It's killing the leads. Yeah, all lows.
Don't attack the bear. Don't attack the bear.
Don't hit the trap either. There's a trap right there. Do not hit it.
I cannot heal.
I'm
this darter mana burns. You're not listening. So the started. Let's type maybe.
Yeah, type backwards. Yeah. Kill the darter. We have everything trapped. Boss is out.
Now we going to boss. We going to boss.
Hold on, these worms have
and there's a trap down. I'm sheeping bear again. Bear sheep.
Boss is half. Boss is half. Boss is half.
Yeah, we kind of can't get in here. I'm not gonna lie. Worms have to die. I'm gonna.
And as well, we need to
back out here, guys. Back out. Back out. Back out.
I'm gonna Nova.
Okay,
back
run.
out. Back out. Back out. Back out.
Do we run? Do we run? Do we run?
Run.
Yes, we're running. Anna zoom. Anna zoom.
It's fucking days, bro.
Like here, it looks like maybe they have different skill sets or kits or abilities or whatever. But here, this is the mage, right? It looks like he's like in the back. He's like the last one fleeing right now, right? On this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put another trap down. Okay.
I cannot help you.
Look, does he even have aggro? Or I don't know how aggro is managed at all in WoW.
I don't have mana. Okay.
Are you sure we don't want to turn on her? She's 60 HP.
No, she's a mana.
Anna's completely
I'm
The mage can control and basically teleports. Even if he gets aggro, he can be safe. Okay.
Social aggro means that they have a radial aggro that if there's other ogres over here, he will aggro the other ogres. So let me explain what that means. If this NPC is closer, and I can also draw a parallel to this, do you remember the clip with there was a girl that died in Scarlet Monastery because they came up with the stupid fucking idea of pulling Mograine in the middle of the cathedral. Girl that got killed, that's what it was. Okay. Do you remember how the mobs aggroed from a mile away? It exists. The fact that they were running out, watch how this happens.
Kill the mastiffs. We got this.
Now, listen to the, no, actually,
in a sense of,
or something? Or something.
You see my mana? What am I supposed to do for you?
Just kill the mastiffs. One shot. Okay, we the mastiffs can be ice novas.
Now we're gonna wait.
Musara?
Oh, yep, there we go. He's dead.
Okay, get out, get out.
Run. The other pack would not have aggroed if this guy right here wasn't so close. Let me ask you, if there is a pack that's on the other side, because there's, so if you go to Dire Mall, there is an ogre pack here and there's an ogre pack over here. What? Joking? This guy, Snuppy. He jumps over here. It's because he.
Okay.
I am often gaslighted by management and somehow always yielding to the pressure and admitting to a mistake I never did.
Okay.
I was super impressed with how you stood your ground against relentless bullshit thrown at you from other toxic communities.
Yep.
You did nothing wrong, you knew it, and you stood your ground. How I can build up the same level of mental resilience like you.
I think the biggest thing, man, is a lot of people will cave because they feel like caving is going to make the ridicule and bullshit stop. It doesn't. If you know that you are correct, if you feel that you're right in the way that you do things, just own it.
Quick take on this. Guy gets kicked out of gym for wearing Israel Kills Children shirt. Okay, we're done with WoW drama.